Alrighty, chat. How's it going? Whoa. Let's see here. We've got a Crimson, a Chris, and an Allie. How are you all doing this fine Wednesday evening? If anyone needs to take medication, don't forget to do so. Ha ha ha! I got to it before they did. Now I'm the one reminding all of you! I don't have any Final Fantasy IX music on here. This is Lavos' theme from Chrono Trigger. DJ, welcome in. Thank you for 30 stream streak. Are you ready for the festival today, you guys? I know enough about Trails games. Nothing bad ever happens during the school festival. Not ever. Nothing ever goes wrong. Right, I need to stop Spotify. There we go. We've been talking about this festival since the end, like, sometime in the last game. I don't remember if it was like the end of last game or halfway through last game, but we've been talking about this festival for a while now. It's Jin the Quiz King. Yeah! I got them all. First try. Definitely first try. Didn't mess that up at all. Not even once. I used up all of my activity points. But I do... Miles Edgeworth. Since when do you have somebody else here? Mr. Powell, it's been a while. Oh, Kincaid. I see you've grown into a fine young man. You were one of our previous student council presidents, right? Oh yeah, she's a teacher. Yes, I was. And these two were my cohorts. Ah, Beauty's Blade, the president who succeeded you. And Mr. Arkwright, one of our advisors for this year's festival. Yep, that's me. I've got my fingers in all sorts of pies at the moment. Yes, so much more yapping today, Chris. I hope you're ready. Anyway, as a fellow alumnus, what say you to helping us make a few rounds for the festival? I'd be happy to. Or not. Nightwolf! Thank you for redeeming your daily mana. Or floating your daily mana. Thank you to everybody for floating your daily manas. I think I can officially leave if I wanted to, however... We're going to be doing several connection events. I've had a specific request for Ren's. And Chris has been waiting since literally yesterday. Allie, you're at 80 streams! Thank you so much! Yeah, I'm just doing it now. I didn't do it yesterday because I wanted to do them all at the same time, and also you had stepped out by the time I was actually ready to do them, so I'm like, I'll just wait and do the one that you went out of your way to request tomorrow. By which I mean right now. Thank you once again for the stretch and the hydrate. It seems Ren's been working non-stop to keep the festival running. All part of the job, I guess, but considering she's asked for a favor for once, I should probably lend her a hand. I will love this one. This is high praise. Van parted ways with his companion and went off on his own in order to take care of a certain request. And that's what led to the bicycle parking incident. We've since changed the ways we're directing traffic, so I don't expect this to be an issue going forward. Well, I'm glad to hear this matter came to a swift resolution, which was no doubt owed to your prompt response, I'm sure. Thank you for the report. Keep up the good work as always. Of course. Oh, and one last thing. I know you're in charge of the festival and all, but I hope you'll give yourself a break soon. It's long overdue. Knowing Ren, yeah, very long overdue. Hello, Ren Bright speaking. Oh my, a direct inquiry from the Institute? Is that in regards to the dissertation I published recently? So, they would like me to give a lecture on the design theories behind network traffic for long-distance communication. I understand. I'll check my schedule and get back with you as soon as I can. Have a lovely day. Phew, no rest for the weary student council president, I suppose. No, I shouldn't complain. I'm not the only one who's busy after all. Well then, I think I'll take advantage of this brief respite to chip away at my paperwork. I'll start with the club applications and the paperwork submitted for the new school year. Oh, come in. Wonder if it's Odette this time. Hey there. Sorry to interrupt. You look just as busy as ever, Miss President. Did you see them in the picture? I couldn't quite tell who it was, but I'm guessing yes. That's exactly who I was thinking it was. I was thinking it was Joshua and Estelle. It didn't seem very obvious to me that there seemed to be like an in-game glare that was kind of hiding it. They're older models from Cold Steel 4? Afternoon, Van. This is an unexpected surprise, but not an unwelcome one. To what do I owe this visit? Has something happened? If there's a problem, I'll make sure to take care of it right away. Looking at it, okay, I can actually tell that yes, that is in fact Estelle, Joshua, and Tita. It was a little hard to, it is kind of hard to make out still, because it's like got that white glaze over it that's supposed to be like a glare from the sun. But yeah, that is definitely who it is. Actually, I just came to ask one simple question. Want to come on a little date with me? Van, she's 17. You don't need to use that wording, even though I know that's not what you really mean. My. Van Arkwright, I never took you for a casual flirt. I wonder how Anya's and Elaine would react if I spilled the tea on this little move you're making. Huh? Why are you bringing them up? Anyway, it looks like you're all wrapped up with the work you need to do for now. You can spare the time, I'm sure. But if you want to play the stubborn card, I'll just have to drag you out of this office by force. Well, you aren't leaving me much choice in the matter. Not that I'm objecting, of course. Absconding with you might make for a pleasant change of pace. Would you care to escort me? Of course. Van led Ren out of the rear exit, and the two of them headed out into town in his pickup truck. Wants to kill him more, Joshua or Estelle? Asking their little sister out on a date? I don't know if either of them would mind, apart from... Well, I guess in the Burl, they don't seem to mind as much. But also, you know, she's only 17. Even if she was 18, it would feel a little awkward, considering he's 25. So they have new sightseeing guides for Liberl and Crosswell, do they? There's even one for the Empire. Can't imagine I'll be heading out that way anytime soon, but I'd like to someday. Horizon, maybe? Question mark? Don't answer that, chat. Bet there's loads of great desserts you can only find over on the west half of the continent. I still haven't even so much as seen a trailer for Horizons. Well, if you do decide to go out that way, I wouldn't mind showing you around. I can take you on a tour of all the major cities, and I can help you find the places that are off the map. I know all the best restaurants. Careful, I might take you up on that offer. Or the reason that I need to play it immediately after this, I still don't own the game. It's hard for me to play a game that I don't own, chat. Cancer? Huh. I never really pegged you as the type who'd like fishing. Oh yeah, I think you told me once that your older sister was pretty into it. She's a bracer, yeah? Yes. Her older sister really does like it. That's right. She taught me how to fish before I moved to Calvard. I only do it on occasion, but it's a nice way to pass the time. She and her partner are traveling all over Zemuria in their effort to achieve A-rank status. She sends me pictures of fish and she catches sometimes. And yet you can achieve A-rank status way back in Sky SC. Just let A-rank be canon, damn it! Although I do wish you'd spare me the details of their little lovers' spats. Sounds like the two of you are pretty tight. It's weird that she's actually somehow closer with Estelle than she is with Joshua, considering the fact that she grew up with Joshua as a brother before ever meeting Estelle. Holy shit! Is that a limited edition cake everyone's been hyped up about? Every time I poke my head in here, it's always sold out. It was even featured in a magazine special on Heavenly Confections. It certainly looks delicious. It would probably go well with a refreshing cup of tea. Want to give it a try? I know you're only asking because you want to try it for yourself, but very well, we can have some. Aww. Hell yeah! It's true that she had Louvain and Joshua as older brothers before Cassius adopted her. True. Very true. Eventually, the pair made their way to the Grand Circuit. After partaking in a leisurely stroll around the racetrack, they did some window shopping and dropped by the beer garden. For their final stop, they decided to ride the Ferris wheel. Aww. Whew. We sure packed a lot in one day, huh? Indeed. You have my gratitude, Van. This was exactly the sort of break I needed. Though I can't help but feel the supposed date is missing something. A touch of romance, perhaps? Hey, cut me some slack. I'm already in enough trouble as it is for running off with a high school girl. What a pity. Alright, I think it's about time you came clean. About the real reason you took me out on this date, I mean. It's almost as though you could tell I was in low spirits. I know you all did all this from a place of genuine concern. But the timing was just a little too perfect, even for you. Tell me, did Estelle, Joshua, and Tita send you a 4SPG through the guild? My guess is yes. They were unable to fulfill their promise of coming to the festival today. So this must be their way of making up for that. I guess the cat's out of the bag. I already told them they didn't need to come. I didn't want them to feel guilty. They have their hands full with work at the guild and the ZCF. So I fully understood why they couldn't make the time. I know they were looking forward to it and that it was out of their hands, but I tried to reassure them that I was fine, but, no, I suppose they could tell that deep down I miss them. They really are such kind, lovely people. That's why I miss them too. Yeah, that much is clear as day. I mean, they're the ones who found you when you were still wandering around on your own as Kitty. You've all got a special bond. Indeed we do. They're my pride and joy. Thank you, Van. This really was a nice surprise. Maybe one day I can return the favor to them. It's ironic that the former Kitty could only barely scratch the surface. You didn't think the surprise was over already, did you? Don't tell me we're gonna see Joshua and Estelle. And Tita. And not just as pictures. New holo system? What is? Good morning, Ren. You have grown, partner. Huh? Are you... Is it really you? No, don't say that. It's not true, it's not true, it's not true! Ren... He sustained critical damage to his logic unit. There's no backup system for Gordius-class archaisms. It'll be alright. We'll fix you. Good. Bye. I thought that was gonna be Tita and with obviously I knew it would be Joshua and Estelle, but I thought it would be Tita in like a voice or like a call or something. But no, it's Potter Mater. First recorded reactivation since 1204. It is good to see you again, Ren. Potter Mater? Did we surprise you? Sorry we couldn't make it to the festival, Ren. I know it doesn't really make up for it, but we've had this gift in the works for a super long time. Now that you're coming up on graduation, and since you're soon to be turning 18, we wanted to do something special to commemorate the occasion. It took a lot of people to make it happen, and we now owe favors to people the world over. Yeah. But it was all worth it, because we were able to bring you back someone who meant the world to you. How's that for a surprise? We hope you like it. Estelle, Joshua, even Tita. Oh. I'm sure you weren't the only ones who did this. That's right, your family and friends weren't my only clients. The Golden Butterfly and the Direwolf were also in on this. Oh, and an unnamed fortune teller and a Phantom Thief pitched in too. Yo, Luciola and Phantom Thief B got in on the action? The request was signed by the whole lot of them. Even George, wherever he is, put his name down. Yeah, Luciola and Blue Blanc! It's the same Gordius class archaism that was destroyed during Crossbell's first bid for independence 5 years ago. They've been working on restoring it in secret, and they asked me to deliver it to you. Now I can support you once more. It is good to be home, Ren. Welcome home. Welcome home, Potter Mater. Aww. Looks like my work here is done. That was super sweet. Estelle, Joshua, everyone, I hope you realize just how unfair this is. You kept all this from me, and even roped in George and Luciola into it. Your best friend's the one who got the ball rolling. She took an interest in holocores while researching the Zypha standard. Then the idea popped into her head. She and your family set to work on it. They had to get in contact with Ouroboros and George so they could restore Potter Mater as a holocore. Turns out, news travels fast in the society. Once word hit, it spread like wildfire. They all gathered data from when Potter Mater was destroyed, along with any scrap of archive info from the 13 factories. Using that as a base, they were able to assemble the logic unit that was close to the original as you could get. Then they recreated it. Having said that, it's still just a prototype. They'll be making some improvements in the future. They got past all kinds of organizational and international barriers to make this happen. It's a miracle in the truest sense of the words. Barriers mentioned, chat. The other long-forgotten Trails protagonist, Barriers. It's all thanks to the connections you've made along the way. They all came together and made it a reality. Aww. You're right. And don't forget that you played a part in all of this too, Van. You speak as though you had next to no involvement, but that simply isn't true. After all, you're the one who lives in that space between the light and dark, allowing you to be connected to and trusted by those of both sides. I mean, I guess. Anyway, hopefully this helped you realize just how many people you have in your corner. Yes. I feel like this experience really has driven that point home for me. You've really outdone yourself this time, Van. Nah. All I did was handle one little request. But I will say, just because you can do anything doesn't mean you should try to do everything. If you ever need help, I'm just a phone call away. You can always shoot me a 4 SPG whenever you'd like. I'll do whatever I can for you. Oh, you. You really are impossible. You just won't play fair, will you? I feel like I'll never be able to repay you for all you've done for me. No. One day I'll find a way. Aww. After that, Van and Ren got off the Ferris wheel and made their way back to Aramis Academy, enjoying the drive along the way.
Thank you for bringing Potter Mater back to me.
Aww.
I do hope you realize I will not stand to let this debt go unpaid. Prepare yourself, because one day I will show you just how grateful I really am.
That really was super sweet. Okay. I was about to say I really hope that that actually becomes a hollow core. Did it live up to the hype? It was very good, Chris. I'm not much of a crier, but like, I would be lying if I said I didn't feel anything. I'm just not much of an actual, like, crier. Just in general. Please tell me that this is actually, like, good, too. Holocore, powered by Potter Mater AI, greatly enhances both offensive and defensive capabilities. Yeah! Would it be funny? Can I give it to somebody? I could. It'd be kind of funny if I gave it to, like, Shizuna or anybody else. I'm not gonna do that. Twitter spoiled you on Potter Mater coming back, but when I watched the scene for the first time, you still cried. That's fair. That is a very good way to start the stream. I'm glad that I did that. Thank you for recommending it, Chris. I assume you just don't get that if you don't do that. I don't know how to feel about the whole concept of you have to do these, a specific one of these scenes in order to unlock contents. I would be able to hear it, DJ. That's not wrong. Well, we all know who I'm picking next. Well, maybe not specifically next, but we all know who else I'm picking. Seems Elaine's stepping away from the festival to handle a job for the guild. Sounds like it'll be a tricky one. Wonder why she was acting all weird about it, though. Maybe I'll see if there's anything I can do to help her out. Van parted ways with Elaine. He then met up with Elaine. Wait, hold on. Apologies for the delay. I'm with the Bracer Guild. Oh yes, we were expecting you. Ah, aren't you that famous A-Rank Bracer? Thank you so much for accepting our request on such short notice. Oh, you brought Van along as well. Fancy seeing you again. For the record, I'm mostly just along for the ride. You know him? Yeah, I met him while doing a 4SPG a while back. You still keeping in touch with old Bruno? We don't talk about Bruno. Yes, I consulted him about this, all this, in fact. Anyway, I feel much better knowing that you're on the case. Let's get down to business, shall we? This was the trio that was, like, the love trio at the end of the last game, right? Like, they all kind of had feelings for each other, but nobody wanted to say anything. So, you suspect a stalker will crash your wedding today and attack the bride? Do I have that right? You do, yes. Honestly, we're at a loss at what to do. It all began when Dorothea was kind enough to care for a man who was passed out along the side of the road. She was already engaged at that point, but that didn't stop the man from obsessing over her at first. She reached out to the police and the guild several times, but they couldn't do much as he was careful to remain within the confines of the law. Then, once the wedding date was set, she received an unusual package. Inside was a clandestine photo of her and the groom. Their faces were cut out, and the message was written in blood: "Love never dies." Oh no. The wedding date was listed as well, even though it had only just been decided on. Ah. How despicable. Only the vilest of fiends would seek to ruin such an important day in a young couple's life. That's a textbook example of a threat letter. It should be enough for the guild to take action. Problem is, if we follow the Bracer Code, I'm afraid I have no choice but to ask that you delay your wedding. When danger is imminent, we have to put the safety of citizens above all else. I hope you understand. I was afraid of that. I'm so sorry, Dorothea. No, don't be. It's for the best. We can't risk putting our friends and family in harm's way. I just wish we could have celebrated this with them. Everyone was able to take time out of their busy schedules for this. Alright, I think this request can qualify as a 4SPG now. Oh? Arcade Solutions will be working with the guild on this one. No need to move the wedding date, because I've got an idea. You do? But how would... No. I'll pay any price you ask, as long as it means we can have our wedding as planned. To pull this one off, I'm going to need assistance of our very own Beauty's Blade. Say no more. I'll do whatever I can to help. After that, they enlisted the aid of the cathedral staff and swiftly put Van's plan into place. And so, the wedding began on schedule. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today before the goddess Adios to join Roderick and Dorothea in the bonds of holy matrimony. Why did I decide to give a priest this voice? Do you, Roderick, take this woman Dorothea to have and to hold in sickness and in health, for richer or poorer, to love and cherish for all as long as you both shall live? I do. And do you, Dorothea, take this man Roderick in sickness and in health, for richer or for poor, to love and cherish for as long as you both shall live? I... Stop! Who do you think you are? You have no right to be barging in on this sacred union. You must be that low-life bastard they told us about. Why, Dorothea? Why would you marry the likes of him? I'm the one you love. That's why you saved me back then, right? Get a grip, man. That's just some fantasy you dreamed up on your own. I'll never give up the woman I love. And especially not to someone who'd only burden her with one-sided obsession. What? The hell did you just say to me? Who do you think you are, you piece of shit? Get lost. You have nothing to do with this. Dorothea, my beloved, it's time to go. To the goddess's side, where our love will never die. Huh? I must say, I find your unrequited love rather shallow. You couldn't even tell that your beloved was an imposter. He does have a gun. Well, not anymore, Chris. Chat, please tell me this is a costume. Unlock the wedding dress costume. One moment. What? That's the A-rank bracer. Beauty's Blade? Why is she here? But why? Where's my Dorothea? Oh, Roderick. Oh, Dorothea. Everything's gonna be alright now. So, what'd you all think of our mid-wedding halftime show? A little unprecedented, I know, but hey, there's a first for everything. Our special guest, Elaine Auclair, gave a performance for the ages, all to test the love of our leading lady and man. Let's give our groom a big round of applause for bravely fending off his girl's would-be captor. Holy cannoli! I had no idea they switched out the bride. Okay, that was a little too realistic for my taste, but man, what a show. That darn Spriggan really knows how to throw everyone for a loop. I sincerely apologize for creating such a ruckus. We will get the ceremony back underway in just a moment. Aw, yeah. Let me offer my congratulations to the soon-to-be happy newlyweds. This could be reality. It could have been. Afterwards, they quietly turned the stalker over to the police. It also could have been reality. Technically, they did date back in high school. It would have been reality if, he didn't leave high school. The wedding went on from there without any further disruptions. Elaine, Van, thank you so much for saving our wedding. Well, that was a neat and tidy ending. I'm glad we were able to help them. Can't believe I was able to pull one over the crowd with that halftime show bit. That was a hell of a gamble. If Roderick hadn't done that whole spiel from the heart, I doubt anyone would have bought it. Hey, I got a question for you. Why the special interest in this request? Something about this job must have caught your eye. Didn't think you'd want to leave in the middle of the festival otherwise. I suppose that's true. Well, to answer your question, the subject of marriage just so happened to be on my mind lately. Seeing as how my family, or rather my relatives... That's what family is, Elaine. Well, I guess maybe she's clarifying blood family as opposed to found family. But, seeing as how my family, or rather my relatives, have been trying to get me to tie the wedding knot, I've received a few proposals already. Really? I knew the Quincy company had been hard at work rebuilding the business, but this is the first I'm hearing of this. Right. Political marriage, not necessarily somebody actually asking to marry you. As you may well know, our family has a long lineage and many of my relatives are the old-fashioned sort. They say it's all to support the Eau Claire family. I suppose it sounds noble when put like that. In all likelihood, they're simply desperate to find their footing. Things have been rather chaotic following my father's incarceration. In a way, I almost pity them. And to be honest, that's why I entertain the notion. Well, I don't think you should. I know you're just trying to bear the burden for everyone like usual, but that ain't your responsibility, alright? Your dad's the one who committed a crime, not you. It isn't your job to mop up his mess. You can't fix everything. If you say you can, then that's arrogance talking, plain and simple. But, that might just be the most hypocritical thing you've ever said. I'm just speaking from experience, that's all. From one burden-bearing person to another, don't forget why you chose the path you're on. You didn't choose it for your family's sake, and you sure as hell didn't choose it for mine either. You're right. No, in fact, you're exactly right. Oh, and don't worry about those marriage proposals. I turned them all down. You said I was worried. By the way, you might not want to put this off for too much longer. We're both getting up there in age. Excuse me? I'll have you know I'm only 24. Okay, here I go. And of course, it has to be the cliche. It's gonna land right in Elaine's hands. Huh. Wow, Elaine caught it. Congrats. I wonder if this is my reward for all the hard work I've put in lately. A certain someone I know could and should learn from my example. Kiss him, Elaine. Hit me where it hurts, why don't you? Fine. I'll try to take a few pointers. After that, Van and Elaine left the cathedral behind. And after tying up all the loose ends of the stalker case, They met up back up with the rest of their friends.
Back when we were students, I always thought this day might come for us. Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just lost in thought. We're both still walking our own paths, so let's focus on that for now. I'll be happy to help you along in whatever little ways I can.
Please unlock a wedding costume. Oh, it was nothing, Crimson. Don't worry about it. We don't unlock the video game. You dropped the ball. Truth be told, Crimson, I didn't hear exactly what she said. I was about to talk, and had lost focus until I realized she was talking.
Let's move.
Okay.
This is okay. That's weird. Look at the UI of the upper left. When Van's in the lead, it sounds pretty normal.
Let's move.
And then when Elaine's in the lead, they're on opposite sides. That's weird. I think she said something along those lines, Crimson. I don't remember exactly what she said, though. Okay, we have a request to see Aaron's thingy. A brother of a father. Yume is on my list of events to see. My thought process here is, in some order, we get Yume, she's in a... Aaron seems pretty good as well. And then maybe Rosette and Judith? Is that all 4 or all 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 5. Cool. Perfect. Yes, I know, GJ. I'm looking. I'm looking at all of them just to make sure which ones I'm doing. Rumor has it some guy's been asking around about Aaron recently. He's a little distracted with the festival, though. Maybe I should look into things before he catches wind of it. Yeah, Crimson, I got the gist of what she was saying. I just didn't know exactly what words she said. Upon splitting off from the rest of the group, Van decided to go and head down and find Aaron. After taking the time to track him down, he and Aaron arranged to meet somewhere on Station Street. Cut the shit already! Guess you do remember my face. Figured you'd be a little happier to see me after 10 years, Ronnie. Don't you dare call me that! What the hell are you doing here anyway? What? I'm not allowed to check up on how my kid's doing? I've been looking high and low for you, only to be led to Edith of all places. Is this his father? Man, you sure got big, though. You're a spitting image of a UFO, wouldn't she? Keep my mother's name out of your damn mouth. This sure looks like a lovely reunion. Van, there's a reason we're messing up in... Is there a reason why we're meeting up in some back alley? You're not the only one with a nose for sniffing out trouble. I've been hearing rumors that this asshole was in town. Just followed him around, and here I am. You must be the Spriggan. Thanks for keeping an eye on my son for so long. Man, you sure are the talk of the town. Leroy Jenkins, chat. Anyway, I'm Leroy, Aaron's father. This is a terrible voice for a man who's probably supposed to be in his, like, 50s. Van Arkwright, real pleasure. Don't start acting all responsible. And you, stop trying to get too friendly. There's no need to be so hostile, Aaron. I'd just like to get along with the man that my son's been working for. You see, there's actually one other reason I came to the capital. Lend me some mirror, will you? Just enough to get me back on my feet. Please, I'm begging here. I ended up owing some money to a couple of real nasty guys, and now they've got it out for me. If I don't pay him back with interest, your old man's gonna be 6 R's under before you know it. Good. Come on, Ronnie. We're family, right? We're supposed to be able to count on one another. If you don't have the funds now, maybe you can get an advance payment from your boss here? Shut up. You disgusting piece of shit. You haven't changed at all. You're not even sorry for the crap you put my mother through. Get lost. Don't let me ever see your face again. Oh, sorry. So that's how it is, huh? Well, I guess that's that. Suppose my business here is finished then. See you around, Mr. Arkwright. If you're looking for a place to lay low, you could probably try the Blacklight District. Got plenty of folks down there in the same boat. Oh, I've heard of the place. I'm sure I'll be right at home. Didn't you say you never had a dad? Yeah, and? Not like that useless piece of trash ever acted like one. My mom was a rising star in the world of Eastern theater. And all that slime ever did was waste his savings on booze and gambling. She went through hell because of him. In the end, though, he got on the wrong side of the Liu family and they drove him out of town. I think I was about 6 or so. And now he shows up over a decade later just to ask for more money. 14 years later? That is technically over a decade, yes. Maybe it's not my place to say, but it's kind of hard to believe he's your dad. Guess the hair color kind of gives it away, though. Kind of. It's not the right shade of red, but that's beside the point. That's what pisses me off most. No matter how much I try to distance myself from him, we still share the same blood. I'll never understand why Mom ever cared for the guy. Still, you gotta wonder, why'd he come searching for you now of all times? Huh? Weren't you listening? You wanted to sponge some mirror off me. But why would he try to reunite with his son now after 10 years of silence? Daddy's dumb enough to think you'd be all smiles. I don't think he ever actually believed you'd agree to pay off his debt. Well, I'm sure there's a tiny part of him that was hoping it would all go away, of course. What are you trying to say? Nothing really. I was just wondering if you're actually feeling okay about all this. The bastard ruined your mom's life, right? Figured you'd like to sock him across the jaw at least. But I guess the whole thing was pretty unexpected. I'm sure you were just trying to put all the pieces together. Still, it's not like the little conqueror of Luosho, former child prodigy and genius of the Eastern Theater, to let someone off the hook like that. That being said, if you did want to give your dad what for, I wouldn't mind helping out. Hell yeah, Van. You're one hell of an instigator, you know that? You're right, though. That was pretty out of character for me. Let's go see if we can track the bastard down. That's more like it. Boss fight. He has like 2,000 HP maximum, but we still get to beat the crap out of him. That'd be fun. Sometime later. Really thought you could hide from us, old man? Hand over the mirror, dirtbag. Hey now! Let's just all calm down a little, yeah? I'm a good-looking man. If you mess up my moneymaker, you'll never get your mirror back. Ugh. What have we here? Family picture, huh? Lance, welcome in. Thank you for floating your daily mana. That's not... Oh, why so flustered, Leroy? It's not like we don't know who your little boy is. Took the liberty of digging into your background quite some time ago, after all. We also know you're just some good-for-nothing who got chased out of Longport. At first, we thought you were a little more than some deadbeat dad, but I think we might just have a use for you. See, Sal used us as pawns, and Gao Long left us to the dogs. The Lai family is practically in shambles. Taking advantage of someone like you is our best chance of getting out of this hole. Not only to get one over on the Lus and the Lees, but Aaron too. Come on, Leroy, what do you say? Mind drawing your son out for us? We might even forgive all your debts. Hell, you already abandoned him once. I'm sure a second time won't hurt. Maybe it'll help if you just look at us getting revenge on the Lus. You bastard! Look, there's no need to threaten my family. I'll get you your mirror back. But as far as Ronnie's concerned, no way am I letting you guys lay a finger on him. You think we're giving you a choice here? Gah! Looks like you still haven't learned your place. You don't get to refuse, just shut up and do what you're told. You guys just don't know when to quit. Aaron and the Spriggan. So you found us, huh? You played right into our... Shut up. Huh? Ronnie? Let's make this quick. Right. Again, we don't actually get to control the fight. I wish we did. So, it was the Lai family that was after you. Man, these guys are like cockroaches. They can live for 10 days after you chop off their heads? Phew. You two really saved my behind. Say, Ronnie, where'd you learn to fight like that? Those guys were nothing compared to... Eek! Don't start acting all excited, slimeball. What the hell's up with that picture of yours anyway? Thought you could just flash it at me and all would be forgiven? Aaron, calm down. You know, on the way over, I was trying to figure out what was really behind your dad's arrival. But I think I finally landed on the truth. The anniversary of your wife's death was at the end of last year, right? With me being shut out of Longport, I've never had the chance to visit UF's grave. I'd heard rumors that Aaron, had been doing business in the capital recently. So I figured if I couldn't pay my wishes to her, I could at least go see the son she left behind. Of course I say that, but the whole thing about wanting to borrow some money was true too. I've been trying to find a little spring lily like the ones that grow up over in the eroded cave. Hell of a time trying to find a real one, though. Think you'd be willing to place it at her grave for me? Screw you! If you cared about her so much, then why didn't you do anything while she was still alive? Doesn't matter if the Liu family forced you out, you should have been there for us. Huh? Whatever. Now that we've talked, I think I finally understand. Roughing you up's not gonna fix the mess you've made. I'll take care of the flower for you. Don't think Mom would want to turn it down anyway. Now get out of here, you loser. I guess I'll see myself out then. You can leave the Lai family goons to us. Huh? What are you guys doing here? How come you never told us that these Lai guys were still lurking around? Well, they pose very little trouble to Hayway. Why would we bother? I didn't think they'd be making deals with Leroy, though. Of all people. Well, I suppose we have them by the tail now. Might as well root up the last of them. I'm sure the Lee family will take care of them, right? Along with all the extortion schemes they've been running. Indeed. We'll work together to clean up this riffraff. I trust that will help keep our relationship affable as well. Sheesh. You two make it sound so easy. Does that mean that the Lai family is being wiped out? My debt to the Lai family is being wiped out? Talk about a lucky break. I'd say you don't deserve it, but I'm sure you have plenty of other debts to pay off, huh? That's correct. There seem to be a fair number of debt collectors on the hunt for him at this very moment. In fact, I believe I've heard they've all started gathering in the capital. You really don't know when to quit, do you? Well, I suppose that means I should be off. Ronnie, Mr. Spriggan, make sure you take good care of yourselves. Just Scooby-Doo runs away. You hear the Hanna-Barbera running sound effect. And so, Leroy disappeared one more time into the unknown, taking great care to cover his tracks behind him. Ashen and Sal left as well to deal with the remaining Lai family members. With the others gone, both Van and Aaron decided to take the chance to regroup with their friends. That was nice of it, Van chat. Oh, we're still going. Shit. I hate that you got to see all my dirty laundry. Well, it sure took long enough anyway. I'm glad we got it all out in the open, though. You know, even with all his problems, he's still the man your mother chose to love. You just have to accept the fact that he's your blood. All these connection events are going to be today's stream. Yes, that was very much intended, Chris. Would you stop acting like you have all the answers? I'll never forgive him for what he put my mom through. But if I just left it at that, I feel like I would have walked away with a lot more regrets. Honestly, I'm sort of glad you talked me into going after him. I think I'll go ahead and consider that a victory then. Man, you really are growing up. Don't touch me, you creep. You don't get to hug me. You're not my real dad. Dad. Van's more of a father than his dad was. We've only done 3 connection events so far, and we're supposed to do 7. Guess he really did inherit that spirit. I'm so sorry, Ronnie. I wish it would have ended with me. Still, with all those friends of yours, I'm sure you'll do just fine. Not that I have much room to speak. So did,
Blood isn't everything, but I guess my connection to him is still important.
Little
Guess I
bit.
have you to thank for... No, forget it!
I'm guessing the whatever that spirit was called that we fought in chapter 2 of the last game. I forget what that's called, but I'm guessing that Leroy had it before Aaron did. Maybe. I don't actually know for sure, obviously, but... Fatal Lance activates on the weapon line, chat. Did you know that? He did have it first? Okay, cool. Now then, in no particular order. Okay, we'll do Yume next. Victor got in touch. Seems Yume is turning 7 this year, and he ordered a bike for her that just came in at Center Marsh. Said I should pick it up for him on my way home. Maybe I should take care of that now? That's what he said. I'm sorry. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Van parted ways with his companion for a short while. He then informed the rest of his friends around this festival that he would be setting out for Center Marsh. Alright, let's get this done and dusted. Dan, where are you going? There's no way this isn't Yums, right? Oh, hey there, Yums. Just running a few errands is all. I won't be long, so you hang back and enjoy the festival, okay? Ooh, let me guess. My bicycle finally came. Spot on. Your Gramps just gave me a call. I was about to go pick it up and deliver it to Montmartre. Now you have something to look forward to when you get... I want to go too! I knew she'd say that. So much for this being a quick and dirty solo job. Fine, fine. I know you've been counting down the minutes for this. For some reason, I thought this was supposed to be like a surprise. So why on earth is Victor telling her about this? But you know what? She's turning 7. She's allowed to be excited for this. What do you say we pit our wheels against each other and see which is better? Definitely mine. Yours is number 2. I hear ya. Come on then, let's get going. You know, it's probably out of the budget, but I kind of wish that she was like riding up on Van's back, like piggyback style, or like hopping onto his shoulders or something. And so the pair hopped into Van's pickup truck and headed for Center Marsh. Once there, they paid a visit to Yazan's hardware store where the order for the bike had been placed. Yums is 6, turning 7. God damn it, Crimson. Whoa, so this is my new bike? Sure is. Looks pretty neat. Your mom's got good taste. But as much as I hate to break it to you, my ride still wins in the coolness department. Silly old Van, mine's way cuter. As long as she likes it, that's what matters. Ready for me to load it into the truck? Yeah, if you don't mind, we're gonna be hauling this thing straight back to Old Town. Already? Don't tell me you're itching to ride it now. Everyone's waiting for you at the academy, kiddo. Don't you think we ought to hurry back? Well, I do want to play more with Fairy and them. But I also want to try it out a teensy bit. I figured as much. How do I handle this? The safest way would be to take her over to the Memorial Park. But her Gramps was keen on showing her the ropes. I hate to cut in on that. It's okay, Van. Sorry for being bratty about it. I'll just have to wait until the next time someone's free after the festival's over. Say no more, Yume. Let's head over to the Memorial Park and take it for a spin, shall we? You mean it? The old man will fly my hide anyway if I bring her back to Montmartre all down in the mouth. Just promise that you only give it a test run. Deal? Yay, I promise. I'll go ahead and load her into the pickup then. Thanks, Yazan. Once the bicycle was secure in the back of Van's truck, he and Yume headed for the Dirk Memorial Park. No sooner did they arrive than the practice began. You could also call Grandpa. Be like, yo, Vic, your granddaughter seems keen on riding it right the fuck now. He gets to be a dad, chat. I finally get to ride my own bike. Yeah! I'll be here to hold you upright, so just focus on pushing the pedals. This is so cute. Keep the handlebars straight, okay? Just take it slow and you'll be fine. Okie dokie. Van, are you still there? Yep, you're doing great, kiddo. Want me to let go for a bit? Yeah, do it. It's all wobbly. That's the way. Keep going just like... Ooh. Ow, I fell off. You alright? Sorry, I should have known it was too early to turn you loose. No, it's okay. I almost got the hang of it. I'm gonna try again. Watch me, okay, Van? Hey, wait! Oh, shoot. No stopping her now. I bring her back all scuffed. Tonight's bistro's special will be my head on a platter. Maybe I should give the champ a call and have him and Paulette pick her up. No. And so Yume did her best to pedal on her own under Van's supervision. However, whoops. Oh. I can do this. You okay? Yeah, no biggie. This bike's not gonna beat me. You got this, Yums. I believe in you. Listen, Yums, why don't we stop here for now? You got your knees covered in scrapes and your clothes covered in dirt. But you wouldn't want to get your mom and gramps all worked up. Mm-mm. No dice, huh? You're a tough cookie, Yums. Most kids your age would have burst into tears by now. You're allowed to cry if you need to, you know. Nope, I'm not gonna. I have to be tough and hold it in like you, Van. Like, me? You smiled for me even when it hurt. It was a long time ago, but I still remember. Oh. Three years earlier. It's gonna be a long load screen if it's not just a picture this time. One moment, chat. Did that actually say 3 years prior? I think it did. I was blowing my nose, but I briefly caught it. I think it said 3 years prior. Damn it all. Baby Yums. There was a quest I took back when I just climbed out of the rookie stages of my career. I grew too comfortable with the work, and as a result, I slipped up and my client got seriously injured. Any trust we'd built up was shattered, and they made their well-deserved spite for me loud and clear. We just barely got grazed by a worst-case scenario. My client's lucky to still be alive. Those guys were good. We were cornered and needed heat of the moment. I made the wrong call. Who are you trying to fool? Quit making excuses for yourself. You got sloppy. You thought, oh, this will be a cinch. And you let your ego take the wheel. What the hell am I even doing? What am I doing this for? Dan? Yums? What's wrong, Ben? Okay, we don't actually get to see baby Yums. They didn't model her, but that's fine. We don't get to see a little 4-year-old Yume. It's nothing. That's right. There's no sense moping. Setbacks like this could happen again any number of times down the road. Remember why you decided to do this in the first place. As long as you never forget, everything will work out. Huh? Hey now. Why the long face? You want uppies? Mm-hmm. You looked like you were hurting way more than I was now. But instead of crying, you picked me up, like always. So whenever I feel myself getting sniffly, I try to be strong the way you would. Yume, I know that sounds right now. But that's not gonna be able to fly forever. 'Cause that's what family does for each other. Okay. This time I'm gonna stay on for sure. Keep watching, Van. Don't worry, kiddo, I will. I believe her memory goes that far back. Yeah, I don't think I have any memories from when I was 4. At the time, I'd been busting my ass like a man possessed and faking a brave front outside of Pride. Out of Pride. Little did I know there was someone watching out for me all the while. Family, huh? Van, look! Look! She's doing it, chat! Am I doing it right? I think I am. Yeah, you got it down pat, Yums. Wow, Yume, that's amazing. Oh, you actually came. Of course we did. As if we'd let you steal this moment away from us. Mommy, Maxime, look at me go! I couldn't be prouder, sweetie. It was so nice of Van to teach you. Just make sure to keep those eyes forward. Almost makes you wonder if driving skills are inherited. Don't get too full of yourself there, Buster. You're such a kidder, Dad. I mean, Victor, who's getting full of themselves? Not me, no sir. Oh dear, we've still got a long road ahead of us. Grandpa, I can ride a bike now, did you see me? I certainly did, sweetheart. You gave your granddad a real run for his money. I learned it all from Van. Hear me out for a sec? She's still gonna need to practice on the city roads, right? You're gonna have exclusive dibs on that. You traitorous, troublemaking tenant. I wanted to teach her from square one. You're gonna pay for those scraped knees and dirty clothes to the tune of 50 times your rent. No good deed goes unpunished. Wait, 50 times? That's criminal! Settle down, Dad. Though it's true that he's been monopolizing her a little bit. Next time we can make it a family outing, right, Van? What can I say? Y'all got me outnumbered on this one. With that, Van, Maxim, and Montmartre, and the Montmartre household returned to the city. After dropping the bike off at Montmartre, they took Yume back to Aramis to enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thanks for always playing with me, Van. If you're ever feeling sad because of work, just let me know, and I'll give you a nice pat on the head. Then
Aww.
you'll feel all better.
Aww. It's so cute. Ooh, Yume's charm. That was adorable, chat. Yume is so precious. Restoring data you. We got 5 bonds maxed. The game expects me to somehow get 10 in one game through. Maxim trying to call Victor Dad, like, don't, nope, nope, You're dead if you do that. You should know that, Maxim. I'm still sad that we don't get the wedding outfit as a thing, chat.
Welcome to the Aramis Academy Festival.
We got more of these. Paulette still acknowledges that he wants to be part of his daughter's life. Yeah. Yeah. Why no Elaine wedding dress? I don't know. I want it. Will do. She's up next. Yep. They do still have a long way to go before Victor will finally accept him as a son-in-law. Lino Flower Viewing. I got a weird invitation from Susanoo recently. Says she wants me to meet her deep in the Memorial Park. I really don't like the sound of this, but I guess I do kind of owe her one. The least I can do is hear her out. Sort of Nadia one is nice too. I promise nothing. Okay, meeting place is just past here. Got no clue what to expect from this. She's training? I mean, it makes sense that she would have to train. Hey, what's up, Van? Wow, you actually showed? Why do you sound so surprised? I am the type to accept an invite and then be a no-show. So, you seemed a little spaced out there for a minute. Something on your mind? Oh, not really. I was just watching you do your thing. Seeing your form with that sword against all those white petals is pretty mesmerizing, I'll admit. Whoa, it's not often that I get a compliment from you, of all people. I just call them like I see them. She's got someone she needs to beat? Like beat up? Anyway, those are called Lino flowers, right? I hear they bloom in the Empire, too. Is it you, Crimson? Does she need to beat you? Yup. They're indigenous to the East. But they were taken back abroad back in the Middle Ages. I heard there were some growing out around here, so I decided to stop by. Seeing them in full bloom is a sight you don't want to miss. You ain't wrong there. Sure is a sight for sore eyes. Definitely isn't a bad place to kick back and pop open some cold ones. They're associated with Ashen. That's actually what's often done at flower viewing parties in the East. It's easy to get swept around in the atmosphere with all this nature around. They are pretty. So, wanna fight? No? What? Boo! So, wanna fight to the death? Let me think. No! Damn it. I freaking knew this was the reason you called me out here. Why do you want to fight me so bad anyway? What makes you think be a match against a divine blade? Oh, I don't think that at all. You'd be lucky to last 5 seconds against me as you are now. I'm sure Crimson would be very lucky to last 5 seconds with her. What? What'd I say? What is that dark blue Grendel? Now that's another story entirely. You'll be able to last at least 6 seconds. Okay, I think I see what's going on. Our fight against the Crimson Grendel must have lit a fire in you, am I wrong? No, you hit the nail on the head. From the moment I laid eyes on it, I was itching to pull out my sword and go to town. And just when I thought my chance had arrived, boom, gone in a flash. I can't contain myself any longer. Guess that means running for the hills is off the table. Not like I could let you go back to Aramis in that state anyways. I can last longer with Shizuna than I can with Laura? Probably. I'm glad you're so quick to understand. Now let's hurry up and get stuck. Sorry, but that ain't an option either. I can't go Grendel when my hollow mare isn't around. And she's been sleeping like a baby ever since the Genesis stopped functioning. Oh, well, that sucks. What am I supposed to do now? I'm completely overstimulated, and I don't have an opponent who can bear the brunt of my attacks. Don't hit the panic button just yet. I have an idea. Just need a quick change of venue. See the save point? Oh, the gardens. Sorry, the Gartens. The Märchengarten. The Märchengarten? Ah, a battlefield with Lido flowers and a full moon. I couldn't ask for a more perfect backdrop for a duel. Program must have used the area we were in along with your fighting spirit as data. Anyhow, I think this should work. Keep in mind, I think this is just a digital recreation. I've been through the transformation enough times now that I can tell the difference. We only just freed this place from the Garden Master, so this is kind of like exploiting a bug while things are still destabilized. I don't care about any of that. All that matters now is that I can have my fun. Fair warning, I can also get pretty damn fired up when I'm in this form. I won't be able to pump the brakes now that the engine's going. You've poked the bear, so get ready for a beatdown. Oh, I'm more than ready for that. Bring it on. If you notice, there's Lino flowers in the blade of her sword. Is that what that was? Gotcha. Who wins the fight, chat? Honestly, I think this is fairly 50-50. Taking the initiative was definitely the right call, but I think you were just a little too hasty. You need to give yourself enough room to predict how your opponent might counterattack. Shit. Even with all the overpowered freaks I fought with the Grendel up to now, she has them all beat. power of the Divine Blades is freaking unreal. Huh? Gah! And now you're letting your mind wander too much. A moment is all I need to break through your defenses. Erase all thoughts of this fleeting mortal coil and focus only on the battle before you. Concentrate on me. Concentrate on yourself. Because in this world, none exists except us. I can't keep up with her. It's taking all I have just to fend her off. What's the matter, Van? I've seen you fight opponents with way more tenacity than this. That's more like it. It's such a shame that they have to black screen half of this fight. His speed and power are extraordinary. Looks like he's finally unleashing his inner beast. A beast worthy of the name Devourer of Nightmares. However, it's going to take more than a mere beast to satiate me. Can't keep up with her when I'm relying on my wits. I played right into her hands when I act on instinct. Is there really nothing I can do? Wait. I got it. I'm both the nightmare and the beast that devours it. What's this? I think some part of me was still trying to hold back. Now I'm ready to come at you with everything I have. Upgraded Super Saiyan Nightmare, chat? There it is. That's what I was after. The ultimate form hidden inside you. I suppose I had better respond in kind then. Spirit Unification! Ha! It looks even more powerful than what we saw in Longlai. You've been toying with me this whole time. Well, whatever. I won't let it stop me. Let's say we fight to the bitter end, Grendel. You're on Divine Blade of Silver. Speaking of a certain power she wants to beat, she's using his power. Or a facsimile of it. System error, system error. Data overload from unknown source has been detected. System processing capacity exceeded. Initiating reboot to restore operating protocols. All users will now be disconnected. What? No, not now! The Merhan Garten eagerly awaits your next... Well, they don't get to find out who actually wins. Back to reality. Oh, we were so close. Just when I'd finally found new heights to reach. Want to go again? Nope. Figured. I'm not really in the mood anyway. Shame we couldn't finish our duel, but I guess I'm satisfied for now. Can't remember the last time I got to use Akegarasu to its full potential. What? Is that the name of your sword or something? Uh-huh. It goes by other names too, but I'm not really supposed to go into that. The sheath is made from the weapons of many hardened fighters. I bet I could have spruced it up nicely had I gotten my hands on the Grendel's armor. Probably would have been hard given that it's made of shards, but heck, knowing you, I'm sure you'd figure out a way to do it. If you haven't figured it out, she's training so hard because she wants to beat Reen. No, I figured that part out earlier. Don't worry. Made from the weapon of many hardened fights. But I could have spruced it up nicely had I gotten my hands on the grunt. Got it. Anyway, had a lot of fun. Thanks a bunch, Van. Sheesh. You really are something else. Well, I'm not exactly what you call a devoted martial artist, but I definitely feel like I caught a glimpse of something new. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad to do this again at some point. Really? Then let's go another... Not now. I said at some point. Excellent work, Princess. Same to you, Arkwright. Kuragane? Whoa! Where did you come from? Hey there. Looks like you got everything ready for us. Indeed. I just finished setting the table. Enjoy. Well, since we're here already, why don't we have a few drinks while we take in this view? She really is crazy, chat. Holy crap, this is delicious! Did that Kuragane guy make all this? He sure did. Isn't he great? He likes to cook when he isn't brushing up on his ninja skills. Although, cooking might actually be part of his ninjutsu training. After all, poisoning food is a tried and true means of assassination. And now I've lost my appetite. Right? Anyway, I don't think I hear you talk about ninja stuff all that much, which strikes me as weird considering you're from Ikaruga. This may surprise you to hear, but despite me being Ikaruga's second in command, and despite learning the Black God One Blade style from my master, I'm not actually a shinobi myself. I've played around with some of the practitioners of the Rogetsu school, but that's about it. That's about it. I've been meaning to ask you this for a while. Is that master of yours the one they call the Sword Hermit? That's right. And he just so happens to be an old friend of yours, Masters. Happened to be an old friend of your Masters. He's Ikaruga's former chieftain, the Sword Hermit, Young Ka-Fai. In the West, he's better known as the founder of the Eight Leaves One Blade School. Is that right? So does that mean the Black God style is similar to the Eight Leaves? They're similar in some ways, but not so much in others. The Dark Blade style of the Black God School has 1,000 years of history behind it. Eight Leaves One Blade is more of a modified light blade that the master himself created using the Black God as a basis. Both aim to guide their practitioners along the path to enlightenment, but the roads we take and the means we couldn't use couldn't be more different. Since I trained under the master himself, I have a pretty good understanding of how the two styles differ. Didn't realize there was so much to it. Now, let me ask a question of my own. Are you planning to stick with the Kunlun school until you master it? Or will you continue to pursue that hollow style of yours? To be honest, I'm not too interested in doing either. I've taken what I've learned from them and incorporated it all into my own style. Might have taken a roundabout path, but it's worked for me so far. That's a very you answer. That said, the road you're walking is a thorny one. Instead of following any one school of discipline to the end, you're aiming for variety. You're basically scooping up little bits from all over. It's true, he is. Just a small thing for me, but I love the blue ribbon in her hair and how it's tied. It's so cute. Fair enough. It's not bad. It definitely is a cute ribbon. You're not wrong there, Crimson. And while variety is the spice of life, there are limitations to overcome when trying to approach things from a gray perspective. The path you're taking may turn out to be more than you can bear. Well, I can cross that bridge when I get there. Till then, I'm gonna stick to my way of doing things. That involves helping people through 4 SPGs, like the one you just put out. If the conditions are right, I just get out there and do it. I see. That's just the kind of person you are, huh? You're an interesting man, Van. One of these days, I'd like to introduce you to the matron and our chieftain. You'd have to reach the eastern end of the continent, though. No one outside of the Black God and Eight Leaves schools have ever done that. But there's a first for everything. You might be able to pull it off. Assuming you can get a handle on that Grendel form of yours. Or am I getting bad vibes from this? Don't worry your spiky little head. You know, I'm never bored when I'm around you. I'm always having all sorts of new experiences. Like when we nearly attained new heights a bit ago. I hope you and I can continue being good friends. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Better friends than adversaries. Fair! Who said anything about us not being adversaries too? You know, just because you can read my mind doesn't mean you should. Too late! After that, the two of them spent a while enjoying the flowers blooming on the trees. Once they were done, they drove back to the city.
We were almost there. Well, there's always next time, I suppose. You're now on the hook for showing me what lies beyond someday. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot more of each other in the future.
I get that feeling too, Shizuna, whether we want to or not. Also, I just realized that Shizuna has a middle name, Rem. Not many characters in the series have a last name. Very few characters have a middle name. I probably knew Crimson, but it didn't like click with me until just now that she actually has a middle name. The only other character that I can think of offhand that has a middle, not even a middle name, but a middle initial is Laura, who has the middle initial of S for Laura S. Arcade. There might be other characters with middle initials or middle names, but I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head. We got two more. Two more. Dos más. I think I am going to stick to what I said earlier. I'm going to do Judith, and then I'm going to do Rosette, and those are going to be the last two. Judith left to go get some info as Grimcat. She said she'd be back at the school festival in no time, but something's giving me a bad feeling. I should probably be ready just in case. Sorry, DJ. I've only got so many slots. That was fun, Crimson. It was a fun little event. Hearing more about the Black God One Leave School. That wasn't the first time that we've heard her name, heard the school style. It's just been a while. Leading the festival with a rather detailed excuse, Judith headed out to do some Grimcat fieldwork. However, shortly after her departure, Van received a desperate call. What the heck was so urgent she needed me to come all the way out here? Hey, Van, this way! What the hell are you doing? I thought you were done with work. Why are you still in your Grimcat getup? Seriously, I wouldn't be surprised if there were rumors about some masked perv in the area already. If I could change, I would. It's just... I can't transform back! What? During the festival, Judith had managed to get a lead on a cradle of pickup artists that had been causing no end of grief to young women. Not wanting to miss her opportunity, she managed to steal a critical piece of evidence to deliver to the police. However, upon finishing her work, she came to realize that the Grimcat transformation could only partially be undone. Oh. Save come and see them all? Haven't done that for the rest of the series? You just have to see them on your own terms, DJ. Well, at least we were able to get you a bathrobe to cover up a little, but it just kind of makes you look like an even bigger pervert. No, it doesn't. But thanks for helping out, I guess. I can finally relax a little. I just wish I knew how to change back. Man, this is gonna be a real pain. Patrol cars have been keeping a pretty sharp eye on the area recently, so just having some creep like you in the car is a big risk. Well, excuse me for existing. Please, Van, you have to help me out of here. We talked about this before, remember? We're both turning into some strange-looking creatures, so we should have each other's backs. Oh, I don't think my transformation is quite on par with yours, but don't worry. I'm not about to leave you high and dry. Just so you're aware, though, I'm not exactly the premier scholar on your whole magic changey thing. I don't hate Anya's. But also, my biggest fear is the idea of them saying, hey, we should have them have any sort of romantic ideal between them two. And I'm like, no, stop that video game. He is 25, she is 16, 17. Stop that. Stop that right now. So I'm not going to entertain that idea, even a little bit. Unless you're willing... What's wrong with that, DJ? If you really need to ask that question. No. Sorry. Unless you're willing to fill me in on some of the details, I doubt I'll be much of help. You have a point. Don't you know there are secrets a thief should never reveal? I'm assuming it's nothing like what happens with Mare and me. Doesn't really seem like Aaron's whole tyrant situation either. So if it's not a hollow and it's not some spirit reincarnation thing, it's probably some kind of family heirloom deal, is that right? You know, I can't tell whether you're a genius or just a real pain in the neck. I don't dislike Anya's, DJ. I dislike the idea of them trying to make Van and Anya's a thing. He is an adult, she is a child. The answer is no. Oh, whatever. No sense in hiding if you're already figured it out. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, you understand. Also, hi, Anna, how are you doing tonight? So, that's it, huh? Yep. This compact is what triggers my transformation. Crammy gave it to me when she thought I was ready to take on the responsibility. She told me all about our family's duty as Grimcat. As long as this thing remains in our possession, Grimcat will always be there to save the day. Okay, so do you know how it actually works? No idea. You're doing well? Good to hear, Anna. If that device is what helps you transform, maybe it just bugged out or something? Hold on, you've been using this thing for how long and you don't even know how it works? Not really, no. Well, why would I need to? It's been fine up until now. Stuff like this never happened to Mom or Grammy. Fine. I guess we'll just have to ask someone else for help. Who else could you even help? Again, it is difficult for me to play video games that I do not own. I do not own it right now. I'm hoping that it goes on sale at least one more time, or at least once, before I finish this game. Our best bet might just be Grammy then. Oh, I'm gonna get chewed out for this, aren't I? Sounds like you better get ready for a butt whooping. Oh, get real. She never... Well, actually, she just might. Damn it. I guess I should give her a call. So the two agreed to talk with Judith's grandmother. However, due to an inability to get in contact, they decided to meet her where she was most likely to be. I wonder if we'll meet her actual mom in the next game. Good grief, she wasn't in her hotel room either? I only told you to pull off the highway because I thought she'd be here. You could tell the front desk staff that thought we were fishy too. And this is turning into way more of a mess than I thought it'd be. Has she tried simply taking the mask off with her hands? Oh, at least her grandma stands out in her crowd. There must be someone around here who knows where she went. If it isn't Van, what are you doing here? And isn't that... crap, of all people. Hey there, I thought you two were still enjoying the festival. Mr. Gotti forgot his notebook in the hotel room, so he came back here to pick it up. Oh, those passionate youths. Just filling me to the brim with inspiration. Creepy Gotti. Anyway, what are you doing at a hotel in the middle of the day? Having a secret rendezvous? Actually, why is that lady of yours wearing a mask? And that brightly colored hair. Why does it look so familiar? Shit. You really shouldn't pry into their private affairs, Mr. Gotti. She might just be one of Van's clients. That's right. I'm afraid my position prevents me from revealing my true identity. So, as unseemly as it is, I need to disguise myself like this before requesting help. Yeah, unfortunately, she's got no clue how the world works. Poor thing didn't realize she'd stand out so much dressing like that. Hey, watch your mouth, bub. I see. Well, that's Van for you. Sure do take all kinds under your wing, huh? That's the thought, Chris. If you guys want me to play Horizon so much, somebody should just buy it for me. Just saying. But my, young lady. Looks like you've got a pretty nice figure under that bathrobe. In fact, you're probably about the same size as Judith. What would you say to being in my next... There he goes again. We'd better get going. We'd better get going, Mr. Gotti. Talk to you later, Van. Before I forget, you two haven't seen Dominique in around here lately, have you? I have a few things I wanted to run by her. Yeah, I have it, or I would be playing it on Steam, not PS5. I play them on PCs. Well, one PC, singular PC. Miss Lancer? Maybe you could try the Tryon Mall? I think I overheard something about her having a meeting there today. Really? I mean, is that so? Thanks, Nina. See you two back at the festival. Phew, I got out of that one by the skin of my teeth. At least we got a lead, though. Yeah, thank the goddess for Nina. Suspicious, chat. She knew exactly where she would be. Anyway, let's head over to Tryon Mall. You two never use your Steam accounts? Wow. I say this as somebody who also owns a PS5. I use my PC more than I do my PlayStation, though. Good. Make sure you keep at it. Don't forget to do an acoustics check. Understood. It was on sale on the PlayStation? When? Recently? You're here. Oh, Grammy. I'm so glad we found... Oh, crap. Nobody look at me. Good goddess. What in the hell were you thinking? Look, I'm sorry, Grammy, really? Doesn't sound like there's a problem with the device itself. Or doesn't it sound like there's a problem with the device itself? You can fix it, right? I mean, surely Judith can't be stuck like this forever. Don't even joke about that. There's no way that would happen, right, Grammy? Well, we're certainly not going to get anywhere with you throwing a fit about it. Hand it over, I'll have it fixed in a jiffy. After a brief assessment, Dominique took to skillfully repairing the compact with a few precision tools she had on her person. And in only a matter of moments, the issue was resolved. Revert. We did it. I'm normal again. Told you it'd all work out. You've really got to start learning how to handle these things yourself, Judith. Anyway, I've optimized the compacts for you. There shouldn't be any issues for a while. Thanks, Grant. Which leads me to ask, when was the last time you did any maintenance on the thing? Told you to always make sure it stays in working condition. You should be checking in on it every day. Honestly, Judith, the compact's a tool, not a toy. You should be treating it with the respect it deserves. She's this old and I still have to give her a butt whooping. Anything but that. Listen, I know I screwed up. I'll do better. I to believe the trigger for your transformation is just some little orbital device. I'm guessing it's the same one that first Grimcat used? That's right. I inherited it myself over 50 years ago. For more than half a century, it's been our family's great honor to not only safeguard the secret of Grimcat, but to use its power for good. Never had someone so reckless about the job as this one, though. Hey, I try to be careful. I've just had a run of bad luck is all. Well, I admit, that gung-ho attitude of yours is probably what led to you taking down so many evildoers. You got Chloe and I beat there, at least. But I imagine it's also what led to you attacking Mr. Arkwright and Tharbad. Isn't that right? How do you know about that? Now that I think about it, Anya's did something about her Genesis reacting that night. That compact of theirs. I've got a feeling it's all connected somehow. Ooh? Sounds like the thing came into play right around the Orbital Revolution, too. Might be something to consider in the future. I still don't actually know what I'm going to be playing immediately after this. I've got a couple of ideas, but I don't know for sure. Anyway, I really appreciate all your help today, Van. You have my thanks as well. I'm sorry my granddaughter keeps causing you so much trouble. You'll just have to wait and see, DJ. I certainly never planned on anyone else learning about your heirloom here, but I think the secret's safe in your hands. I mean, all I did was drive her around some, but I'm glad I could help. And don't worry about me spilling your secret. My lips are sealed. That's what I like to hear. Well, I suppose I'd better be off. Keep an eye on this one for me, Spriggan. Grammy! If it's Pokemon, you will not be here. DJ does not like Pokemon chat, turns out. Sheesh. Really starting to feel like one of the family. Well, it's not all that surprising. You've really done a lot for us. Whether I'm Judith the actress or Grimcat the Phantom Thief, I'm grateful you're always there to lend me a hand. Oh, that actually sounded pretty sincere. You sure you didn't catch a cold or something? Of course I didn't. Look, I get that it's a little unusual coming from me, but I've never really had the chance to thank you for everything. You've never been a Pokemon fan? Oh, that's a shame. Especially because you've given me the perfect chance to fulfill my duty as Grimcat. Seriously, thank you. Well, you're welcome. Ocarina of Time is certainly what I'm thinking. That is what I am primarily thinking, Chris. You are correct there. I'm sure you still have plenty of adventures to come, but we'll be right here when you're right there to back you up when you need it. Should do a randomizer. I've done several randomizers, so I was thinking of just playing through kind of vanilla. N64 3DS. PC, Anna. Ship of Arcanian. Wow, DJ just hates Nintendo. Yeah, us moonlighting do-gooders gotta stick together, right? I'm excited to see what the future holds. I guess we ought to get, Grammy! Realize I forgot something. Can't just let you off the hook for your negligence, after all. Which version? The PC version. The Ship of Arcanian, the PC port. It's technically not official, but it is a way of playing Ocarina of Time. I think a few wall-ups will set you on the right track, don't you think? In fact, maybe I'll even call up Chloe to get a few hits in. Cut me some slack, Grammy. Hey, didn't you just say something about backing me up, man? Sorry, but you're on your own for this one. Just hoping it's a valuable learning experience. How can you leave me like this, you cold-hearted brute? Bye, Judith. And with that, Jan? Wow, I'm combining Judith and Van into Jan. Van left Judith to deal with Dominique's disciplining. She caught up with him eventually, albeit looking a little worse for wear.
You know, it just hit me that we have a lot in common. Wait, don't take that the wrong way. I just mean it's uncanny that we both have these secret sides to ourselves. We're like confidants or something.
You don't like puzzles, DJ? Wow. I love me a good puzzle. Honestly, my biggest complaint in especially the earlier Trails games, it's gotten a little bit better with with Daybreak, but it's still not as much as I would like, is the lack of puzzles. Like, the strongest that a puzzle has really been, oh, you walk to a room, you can't go forward, so you gotta walk the other direction to push a switch. And now the door is open. Puzzle solved, video game. Lufia is on my radar. I haven't played Lufia. I need to, at some point. While I was walking around the festival, I noticed Rosette looking a little lost in thought. Got a feeling she was planning on meeting up with someone. Maybe I should go check up on her? Like I said, Anna, it's on my to-do list. If you like puzzles, you should play Colossus Eternal Bright. Wasn't that what you were playing yesterday, Chris? You were playing the demo for that? Guys, if you haven't already watched him play the demo for Colossus, you guys should go check out Kaseki Chris's Colossus Eternal Bright demo playthrough. He speedran the whole thing and beat it in 3 hours. Van parted ways with his companion for a short while. He then went to meet up with Rosette, who was looking around the festival. Hello, Mr. Arkride. I trust your rounds are going well? Also, while we're in the shouty-outy mood, let's also shout out DJ. Because she has been going through Legends of Heroes Cold Steel 2 on Nightmare difficulty. Last I checked, she was in Act 2. Check that out, because that is always a good time to watch people play video games on hard difficulties. And while I'm at it, screw it. Let's also shout out Allie, my own mod. I don't think she's here right now, but we're going to shout her out too. She's going through Metroid for the month of May. Maytroid, as it were. It's great. You didn't play a lot of Nintendo games growing up? That's fair. That's fair. I grew up on Nintendo, so I kind of just ended up loving Nintendo while I was younger. You're doing considering doing a stream of fighting the Lingering Will? That's a thought, Crimson. If anybody here wants to make sure that they can watch that happen, you can also follow Crimson. Why did I not get the let's all follow? Huh. I'm not sure. Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. I had Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance. Never had an original Game Boy. You played Super Mario, but mostly PlayStation games. I started with N64. Eventually had a PS2. Before getting a Wii. And then a Wii U, and then a Switch, and a Switch 2. And then, along the way, I also got a PS4 and a PS5. So my current consoles, I obviously have my Switch 2 still. I have the Wii U plugged in, haven't touched it in a very long time. I have a my PS5 plugged in. And then my N64 is still plugged in as well. Think that's everything? Yeah, that's everything that I have. I've got several Nintendo consoles. I've grown up with a Nintendo. Started with a regular Nintendo, then the N64, PS1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Fair. And nothing is wrong with being a PlayStation girly. Like I said, I have both Nintendo and PlayStation. I had a lot of single-player games growing up. Sega Genesis, then PS1, then PS2, GameCube, and then I got a 360, and PS3, PS4, PS5. I did own an Xbox 360 at one point. I didn't use the thing very much. And then I never picked up any of the other Xbox consoles. You also had a PSP. I also had a PSP as well as a Vita. Actually, speaking of Vita, there is one game on the Vita that I would love to see them put onto modern consoles still, which is Tales of Hearts. Put Tales of Hearts R on modern platforms, please, Bamco. You're doing Tales games, Tales remasters for the, like, what, 5 years between the 30th and 35th anniversary or something like that? Please make Tales of Hearts R one of them. And then also re-released Innocence R, but frickin' translate it this time. And Tales of the Abyss, that would also be a great game for them to put onto modern consoles. Please. Please. back to the event. We can actually go through Rosette's event. It's fine. It's fine. We can do this. Hello, Mr. Arkwright. I trust your rounds are going well. Have you been wandering around the festival by yourself this whole time? No, I've been with Elaine. And Zillia, too. That would also be good. You need to get busy and live a little. I have been busy, actually. I'll admit I'm a little surprised to see you here, though. Well, I made a promise with Rosette, you know? And I never go back on my promises. Do you think she's real, chat? Is she also a robot? Figured it wouldn't be a problem if I popped in for a bit. My partner's out on some other business anyway. Her partner? We haven't spent any time together in a dog's age, so every second of fun today counts. She's real to you? That's fair, Anna. I suppose it has been a while since we've seen one another. Well, I'm glad to see you two are having fun. I don't want to interrupt your little get-together, though, so I'll just see myself out. Oh, don't be like that. You might as well join us, since you're here and all. Besides, no way you don't know all about the best stands. We'll have lots more fun with you along. I agree. It would be wonderful if you could show us the highlights of your student experience as well. I guess I don't mind butting in for a while. It's more like it. What are we waiting for, Dan? Let's get this show on the road. It's always a pleasure, Van. So Van joined the girls in their foray around the school and enjoyed a look at the bazaar's many wares. Though Rosette seemed pleased to simply gaze at the items for sale, Mirabelle was much more inclined to reach for her Mira. I mean, Mira is literally in her name, chat. Although their though their adventures were brief, the two seemed to thoroughly enjoy themselves. That's good. Good to know that Mirabelle is not very frugal, chat. Looks like I will have a little bit of time to advance the plot, because it's only 9 o'clock. Even if this goes for another 5 minutes, I still have a full hour before I'm going to be calling it, so. Now, that's what I call a highlight. School festivals, indeed, sure do take it to a whole nother level. I appreciate you taking the time to enjoy the festival with us, Mr. Arkwright. I'm just glad I could be of service. Seemed a lot more interested in the school itself, though. Well, yes, I suppose I was. I may have gone to Sunday school as a little girl, but I never had much chance to experience school life beyond that. Where's that? Did she never go to high school? Guess I never did get around to asking Rosette about how she ended up this way. Forgive me. I hadn't meant to cast a cloud over our time together. I should have you know I'm actually quite happy spending time with you and... Nope, that ain't gonna cut it. I think this is the first time you see Mirabelle's legs. You always see her from the waist up. Of course, Crimson would notice that we finally get to see a character's legs. How many times do I gotta tell you? It's okay to be a little selfish sometimes. Is this some sort of demo software? I sent over some basic instructions too. Use them to access the garden with Van. With me? What are you planning? Well, let's just say it's one other reason I came out here today. Anyway, I best be heading on to work now. Have a good one, you two. Yeah, not really sure what she was getting at. Well, I guess we have some time to kill. Should we go take a look? I don't see why not. Although I'm a little bit curious about this program she sent me. It's the secret way to unlock the next floor of the garden, chat. You can't get it if you don't hang out with Rosette. And so, using the instructions Mirabelle provided, Rosette and Van booted up the app, leading them down to the Märchengarten. That's exactly what I was thinking, Chris. Hey, isn't this... I see what she did. Looks like a recreation of one of Aramis's classrooms. It's pretty realistic, too. I can hardly tell the difference. What's with the glasses in the textbook? And where's Rosette? Mr. Arkwright, are you in there? Oh, hey. Thought I lost you. Is it alright if I come in? Yeah, of course. You okay? Sound a little timid. Well, let's just, okay, I'll just let myself in then. I apologize for being so late, Mr. Arkwright. No way. Is that really you, Rosette? Yes, it's me. This avatar is a shard body made to simulate what I looked like when I was around 14 years old. They made a school... they made an Aramis Academy outfit. Let me guess, this also isn't a costume. This is very late game, Anna. Yeah, this is the final act. It appears to be part of a brand new virtual reality system that runs via the Märchengarten. 14-year-old Rosette, huh? How did they even pull this off? Actually, I'm assuming this is all Mirabelle's doing. How did I feel about the loops? It was certainly a time-traveling trope. Anytime that, like, okay, having the main characters remember what happens is one thing. Because, like, that's half of the point of time travel. What confused me is, hey, how did the Genesis itself time travel with you? How did we go through the entirety of day 3? I don't even remember what we were doing on day 3 the first time around. But then it's like, oh, by the way, the entire time there was also a coup happening in the rest of the capital that you just somehow missed. Oh, okay. I don't know how we missed that, but apparently we did. It confused me. Especially during the last 3 days. I'm like, what? I believe so. She must have been testing this whenever she had downtime at work. To think she'd go to all the trouble to give me this opportunity. Oh, Mirabelle. You truly are a handful sometimes. That explains my glasses in the textbook, I guess. You know, I think I've mentioned I didn't get the chance to finish school either. Putting me in the teacher role is a little funny, though. I put my own through so much hell. Anyway, I guess we can start class as soon as you pick a desk. If you don't mind having a delinquent for a teacher, that is. Of course not, Mr. Arkwright. With that, the two began playing their respective roles of teacher and student. Alright, next question. In what year did the Calvardian Revolution take place? That would be in the year 1100. Nice job, Rosette. Really living up to that class president reputation of yours. So that's the scenario she set up, is it? However, I can't help but think these questions are a bit on the simple side. Would you be opposed to bringing out the more difficult ones, sir? Sounds good to me. How about this one? Although neither of them were required to continue the act, they remained in character for a while longer. Okay, so the answer to this problem is, if I may, sir, there seems to be a problem with your equation. Seriously? Man, it's been so long since I had to do so much math. Let's see, where does this number go again? Let me show you. When you have x equals negative b plus or minus the square... Hey, it's the quadratic formula, chat! Then you want to solve for... Hey, I'm the one who's supposed to be the teacher here. I guess as a 14-year-old, she was a very smart student, chat. That checks out, though. Both Van and Rosette thoroughly enjoyed themselves as they made new school memories. I can't help but feel a bit sorry for the other students. I'm really monopolizing all the teachers' attention. Let's make my responsibility to make sure all students understand this content correct. Ask me anything and I'll do my best to answer. All one student that you have, Van. Van is very sweet on it. You are not wrong. Okay. With regards to this problem, then. Huh? What's up? Oh, it's nothing. With me in such a small body, he looks even more mature than usual. I wonder if this is how Miss Claudel and the others feel around him. But before they knew it, the bittersweet days of Rosette's fabricated youth had come to an end. Van is the best. He's your second favorite pro tag. He is up there. I'm pretty sure I've said that he's my second favorite right now. Oh? Guess that's it then. This time sure went by a lot faster than I thought it would. I imagine this whole thing takes a bunch of processing power. Surprised it even lasted this long. Mr. Arkwright, I had a really great time together. Yeah, me too. I was really getting into it back there. It's looking like we're going to have to put an end to it here, though. He's also Crimson's second favorite pro tag. I never thought Reen or Lloyd were very thoughtful of people's feelings like Van is. You might be right there, Anna, to be honest. And after the school day ends, everyone assembles in the courtyard. They all enjoy their school life, only leaving home once the sun begins to set. It's a rather essential part of being a student. What, with the springtime, what they call the springtime of life? I certainly have, Anna. And I know Crimson and DJ have, and I'm like 95% sure that Chris has as well. I would hope so, or else why would they be here? That's also fair, Chris. Thank you for letting me experience even just a little of what this life is like. That is true, Anna. Some people did start with Daybreak. You're not wrong there. Well, glad you enjoyed it. You know, I may be standing at the teacher's podium and all, but I had a lot of fun too. It reminded me of all the good times I had. I was actually kind of hoping we could stay for a little longer. Rufus is your favorite pro tag? That's fair, Anna. Oh, I don't think I've ever put Rufus in a ranking. I don't know where to place him offhand. I do like Rufus. Rufus is good. I just don't know where to place him. Because my other five, I guess. I've had Lloyd, then Van, then Estelle, then Kevin, then Reen. I'm not sure where to place Rufus. And I would like to clarify before somebody starts accusing me of hating Reen. I don't really hate Reen. He's my least favorite, but also when you only have a few protagonists, something's got to end up in last place. Wherever he just shot him way up. You know what? That's fair. I fucking hated Rufus in Cold Steel 4 for what he does. If you know, you know. Crimson can confirm. I think he's the only one who's been around long enough for me to just say I fucking hated him. Yeah, I'm not sure where I'd put Rufus, though, overall, though. Like Estelle. Oh, you don't hate Estelle, you just don't love her either. Which is perfectly reasonable, DJ. They do say your school years really pass you by. This was truly an unforgettable experience. I may have only been acting the part of a student, but I think it did its part in filling the hole inside me. Rosette? I suppose I had been yearning for a chance like this. A longing for normal days. The hope to one day lead a mundane life. I guess I never quite know how much I lost because of that day. You forget that Kevin's a protagonist? You know what? That's fair. He only got one game for him. He and Kevin and Rufus both only get one game, whereas everybody else gets at least two. I guess I'll never quite know how much I lost because of that day. However, even though I had little choice but to take on this form, the fact remains that I was given a second lease on life. If I hadn't been given that miracle, I never would have met any of you. Not you, or Mirabelle, or anyone from Arkwright Solutions. Oh, that is also true, Anna. He didn't even get a full game. He gets a third of a game. And that's assuming that Lloyd, Rufus, and Reen get equal billing in that game. I don't know if they do, if we're being completely honest. That's why I feel blessed to be where I am today. Damn. Only 14 and still as mature as ever. Can't say I'm surprised, though. You've always been the most sensible one on our team. Thank you. Reverie changed your mind about Rufus? Same. I liked him a lot more after Reverie than I did beforehand. But don't you think it's alright to just be a 14-year-old girl for a little while? Heck, you could probably stand to let your hair down every now and then in the real world, too. Huh? From everything you've told me, sounds like you were forced to grow up a lot faster than everyone else. Maybe too fast. You think so? But I want you to know that you don't have to be the responsible one all the time. It's okay to rely on me and the others. Just like it's okay to be over 20 and still be in the springtime of your life. Whether that means having a simulated experience like this or having fun at a school festival. You should have fun with your life. I mean, relying on each other is part of what makes us all friends, right? Thank you, Mr. Arkwright. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. This class certainly did deliver on its educational value. Good. Well, I hate to say it, but I guess we should wrap this up. Would you do the honors, Rosette? Of course, Mr. Arkwright. All rise and bow. He wasn't even Self for most of the game. He was C. True. I forget, when is that reveal? The game's overall lack of side quests made the pacing of that game a lot faster. Was that revealed in Chapter 2? C Chapter 2, I think? Maybe C Chapter 3. It was his Act 2 end? Okay. I knew it was the end of the respective act. I just didn't remember which one. After that, Van and Rosette logged out of the Mariengarten. Reen, Van, Joshua, Lloyd, Kevin, Estelle. Crimson, you still didn't put Rufus on your list. After taking the time to thank Mirabelle for the experience, the two met up with the rest of their friends to explore the rest of the festival.
Due to yours and Mirabelle's efforts, I was able to confront the regrets I had buried deep within my heart. If the opportunity ever presents itself, I hope that someday you will allow me to support you in the same way.
Also, Chris, agreed. Joshua is a very important part of Sky, but he is not a protagonist. Crimson, the protag of Sky SC, is literally Estelle. You play as Joshua for like a or like a half chapter, or like an in-between chapter.
No sense going this way.
A card battle tournament.
And like you can, or he's in your party for like the second half of the game. But he is not the protagonist of SC. Okay. I think it is finally time to move on with this video
Enjoy the festival.
game. You want to see more of the Prince? The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Are you wanting to see? Do you mean you want to see Sharid or Olivier?
Welcome to the Aramis Academy Festival.
Oh, Cedric. Wow. I guess. I guess.
You need your coffee fix? Look no further.
It would be nice to see what Cedric is up to.
The first day of the Aramis Academy
Cedric
Festival.
and Shirley. You forgot there's like 5
It's an
princes.
annual tradition that preserves
True, true. Or do you mean Chloe? Wait, hold on. The game hasn't revealed that Chloe's trans yet. Damn it. Spoilers for a plot
Enjoy the
point that I
festival.
just made up right now. Okay, I've checked out all the festival booths, so now's as good a time to take on any 4SPGs. Yes, last we heard he had joined the society, and in one of the daydreams, he is explicitly shown to be going through society training. I forget what level he joins the society at. Is he enforcer? I think he's trying to become an enforcer, right? Should we head out now? Let's go. Oh, look at that. Couple of lovebirds are sneaking off campus to rekindle old flames. I know he's not an Anguis. He's not an Anguis. Enforcer in training. Okay, I was correct there. Oh, it's you all. Dude, shut up. Don't worry. We know what's really going on. You're heading out to take on some 4SPGs, yes? It seems like you had wanted to do that since this morning. No, we're out on a date. Ooh, let us come with then. Wait, what did he mean by rekindle old flames? Is that some kind of ritual you're doing together? No, it means we're gonna light a fire under Aaron's ass. Literally. Given that we're both alumni, we wanted to ensure that everyone could safely enjoy the festival. Welcome back, Nightwolf. Do try to refrain from making unsubstantiated assertions, if you please. Sure thing. Damn, looks like I hit a nerve. Would you mind if we tag along as well? Are you kidding me? It's like everyone's crawling out of the woodwork to get in on this. Yeah! We gotta have the whole team, Van. We can't just have some party members. You've just been AFK? Fair enough. Come on, guys. You should all be enjoying the festival fun. Actually, I could do with a little break from the festival atmosphere. It's a little hard to relax when I'm on campus. This is my last chance to help you out with some 4SPGs. So I'm joining whether you want me to or not. Well, I doubt this will be our last chance, but it ought to make for a nice change of pace. We can consider this a festive group outing. Maybe we can catch a movie while we're out. I already have all the brochures, Judith, but maybe. Ooh, I'd be down for that. Then we can do some hunting the Marian Garten. Looks like a couple of members of the church are here as well. Swin looks too normal. You are correct, Anna. He looks so wrong in that outfit. He looks like a generic student NPC without his actual outfit there. Everyone's got way too much free time on their hands these days. Alright, fine. Guess having more hands can't hurt. Let's go to Ober Old Town and check out the bulletin boards. You can now travel to Old Town in the Ober District to check the bulletin boards for SPGs. You can visit 2 movie theaters by selecting the Tyrell District or Tryon Tower from the travel menu. Now it's time for side quests. That is very true. Gotta have my team, though. Gotta have my squad. The finale just goes on and on. It's true, Chris. Hey! Just popping in with an update from Marduk support. Further analysis has revealed a new floor of the Marian Garten, so go and check it out when you get a chance, okay? Sweet. 9th floor. 9th floor has been added to the gardens.
Oh my, how lovely.
Hi there.
No need to be shy now.
I don't think
Come
any
again.
quartz are going to be
No
new.
need to be shy now.
Buy rare items? Wait. But these are all things that I already have. Actually. You can change this out for... Is that... No, that's 140,000. Never mind. 155! Thank you very much for the huge stream, Streak Nightwolf. Shout out Azure for having a finale that's like half the game. True. Half is a little excessive, but it is
Come
not
again.
that far off.
No need to be shy now.
We can buy Septium and Hidden Veins. Ooh, Mercy? Oh. Nah. Increase the preemptive shard attack damage by 50. Evasion plus 10% when under 50% HP during command battles. Increase art's range by 2. It's like 35 to 40%. It is a very large part of the game. That is very true. I believe, Crimson, that you... I don't remember who is in the lead, but you two are both off by like 1 day compared to each other. Following for 1 year, 1 month, 23 days. Dang. I'm trying to remember. Were either of you literally here on day 1 of Cold Steel? Also 1 year, 1 month, 23 days. I'm pretty sure one of you guys must have missed a day very early on.
Come again.
Because, yeah, I don't think either of you have, whatchamacallit. I know what I'm trying to say. Also, Rebecca came all the way to the school festival. I'm so proud of her, chat. Wow, this thing's incredible. Are you saying Kisara designed it? Yeah, it really adds to the festival's atmosphere. Well, that's our Kisara for you. I knew she was good at graffiti, but this is something else. DJ's also been here for quite a while. 10 months. That is a very long time. Almost 11 months. I'm looking forward to seeing how far Aramis takes her. I mean, it's not like you did anything to help her get in. Kisara did most of the hard work herself. Yeah, and I'm the one who did all her tutoring. Heh, sorry. By the way, isn't Kisara supposed to be guiding guests around the festival today? You were the one who told DJ about me? I appreciate it, Crimson. I think so. Wonder if she's outside already. Let's go look for her. Last I saw her, she was in the courtyard.
Mommy, Daddy, hurry.
You can go say hi to her.
Gonna eat something? Hey, welcome.
Of course, we still got recipes, or not recipes, but food to eat.
Don't be a stranger.
Shino! What's up, Shino?
Hello.
152 or 1520 HP. It says me and Nightwolf followed
Thank
on the
you.
same day, March 21st. You followed on the same day, yes. But I think your streaks are off by like 1 day compared to each other. I'm guessing one of you probably like missed a singular day. Are they the same account? Shoot, Chris, you might be onto something here. 1 million Mira total earned over the course of the game.
And after that, I went over and gave him a piece of
Welcome
my
to
mind.
Andalusia Patisserie.
Andalusia. Hello there. Soul Chef bread. We can now bake bread,
Come again.
chat. Chris found you guys out. Or you one human being out. You are literally the same person. Right, I need to actually use the item. Fresh baked Kogan Amon. I will neither confirm nor deny. Sounds like a confession to me, chat.
I couldn't eat another bite. That was amazing. Thank you. I couldn't eat another bite.
We got more. Do I have any more food? I think I've eaten everything that's in my inventory. Unless there's something over in Old Town that, whatchamacallit, that I can buy. I might be just about caught up on food. You're almost at a 100 stream streak on Chris's stream. I think my current stream streak over on Chris is like 15? Maybe 14, somewhere around there. Plans have been laid to hold in the Edith Sweets contest at the Aramis Academy Festival. But unfortunately, all of the patissiers who were scheduled to participate are no-shows. Would you be willing to gather up replacements? I'll be waiting at the Ana Lucia in the Ober District, Holland. Sounds like a request made for Van himself. Semi-required... Wow, we're getting tutorials in the final acts, chat. One second. When you clear the required number of semi-requests, the main story advances.
Okay.
Not you get the opportunity to advance the story, just the story will advance.
With pleasure.
Let's move.
I'll take the lead. Alrighty.
Very well.
I was literally just here, Holland. One moment, chat. Nose is giving me a hard time tonight. Okay. Oh? Well, if it is a van. I appreciate you all taking the time to visit, but I'm afraid I'm a little preoccupied at the moment. No worries. We're here on business today anyway. You guys sent out a 4SBG asking for Arkwright Solutions help, right? We came to lend a hand. Does that mean you're the Spriggan everyone's been talking about? Oh, what a surprise! To think that was you this whole time. Well, thankfully, you caught me at the perfect moment. You know, Holland, this whole time you never had a hunch or a suspicion that maybe Van Arkwright was the man behind Arkwright Solutions. Maybe, just a thought. Your quest mentioned something about the Edith Sweets contest, right? Sounds like a pretty big deal. Listen up, Fairy. The Edith Sweets contest is more than just a big deal. It's a test of will that features the most celebrated patissiers in the capital. It may only be held every once in a blue moon, but it's an event that defies the future of each and every confectionery in the capital. Andalusia was the winner of last year's contest, which means they practically a shoo-in for this year's too. I see. You keep track of all their contests, huh? Of course he does. I expected nothing less from the Professor of Sweets. Up until last year, the event was sponsored by the Quincy Company. Many of the participants were from the East and Central East, so the judges had ample opportunity to act with prejudice. That won't happen again. Hard to believe they're holding such an historic event at Aramis of all places. Sorry. Must have forgotten to mention it to you. Of all the people to forget to mention that to, Anyez. As last year's winner, we were consulted as to where the contest should be held. And as you may know, we're also in charge of providing the sweets for Aramis Cafeteria. We try to set up a booth at their school festival every year. Due to it overlapping with the contest this year, I suggested we might as well hold the contest at Aramis. The schools readily agreed to the proposal, of course. I even had my own seal of approval. However, we've recently been made aware of a few complications. That's why we issued a 4SPG. Alright, makes sense to me. So, what? Did all the participants decide to bail or something? Well, you see... Apparently all the patissiers, other than Holland, have fallen horribly ill. At the same time? That's impossible. Well, usually, before we hold the contest proper, we have a qualifying competition in order to determine who will be participating. Of course, that meant we all had to taste every entered dish. And it just so happened that one of our contestants decided to use a rather rare spice. Due to an unfortunate combination of ingredients, the result was mass food poisoning. And because everyone was aware of the combination, they were all unlucky enough to fall victim to it. Unaware of this combination, they were all unlucky. You gotta be kidding me. Almost sounds like it could have been a terrorist attack. Simply hearing the word terrorist has me on edge. Didn't something similar happen in Longport? Yeah. There's no need to worry. After conducting a thorough investigation, the police has concluded it was indeed an accident. Yeah, I haven't sensed anything fishy on my end either. I guess that makes things a little better. Thankfully, my symptoms were very light compared to the others. But the rest had no choice but to withdraw. Most said they were unwilling to participate if they weren't in top form. It would be a shame to call this whole thing off, however. Instead, we thought we could perhaps bend the rules a bit. We're hoping to attract more participants if we open registration to the general public. Given such strange circumstances, we figured we might also rename the competition to the Aramis Sweets Contest. However, we're still unable to decide who to recruit for participation, and the contest is just around the corner. So what you're saying is, as long as Holland's not the only competitor, everything else should fall into place? Still, convincing someone to join a competition on such short notice is going to be a hell of a task. Well, I'm sure we must know someone that'd be willing. We have to know someone. The world of sweets is at stake here. I think we can figure out somebody. Alright, we're on the case. Are you sure? Thank you so much, Van. Honestly, I think you might be doing him a favor, not the other way around. Oh, speaking of Holland, not Van. But anyway, as a member of Aramis Student Council myself, I'll do everything I can to help. Guess our policy of only taking serious requests got thrown out the window, huh? Rules don't matter when there's sweets involved, agreed Nadia. Well, I suppose it's decided. Could you tell us how many participants you'd like to recruit? If possible, 4 would be ideal. 4, huh? I think I just know just who to call on then. If one of those people the owner of Montmartre? You got that right. He'll probably grumble the whole way here, though. But I'm also thinking of asking the shopkeeper in the liberal shopkeeper of the liberal boutique. That makes sense. She did used to work as a maid over in Bose, after all. I believe she's been helping set up the festival recently. We should be able to find her somewhere around the school. A maid? I bet she'll be great at baking. Then for our third participant, we should see if we can talk to the woman in charge of Longport's Laifu Fondian. You said she'd be in the capital today, right? Yeah, something like that. Heard she's got a stall over by Aramis's front gate. I have a feeling we can expect some good stuff from her. She sounds perfect. But do we have any ideas on who the 4th participant should be? Can I make a suggestion? There's someone I've been hoping to meet for a while now. I believe I saw him in a magazine once. I've been curious ever since. His name is Dunn from the Center Marsh. Oh, I know him. From Gâteau de Dunay, right? I'm sure he'll be thrilled to get an invitation like this. Your enthusiasm for the culinary arts never ceases to amaze, Van. However, I hear he's closed up shop for the moment. You might just have to search around for him. No problem. I've got a feeling I know where to look. Heard he used to run with some old gangs, so I'm sure he's still in contact with a few of his old buddies. If we sniff around their usual hangouts, we'll find the guy in no time. I see. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to look. Well, if you don't mind going out of your way, I certainly appreciate it. I guess that makes 4. If we can get them all to agree, that'll be then it'll be a case closed. Yeah, we should get moving. Here's hoping you find only successes.
Let's start this 4SPG, shall we?
We shall, Elaine.
I want.
What do you want, girlie?
And after that, I went over to
Spring already? Time sure flies, though.
Hello, Laifu Fondian. Oh, if it isn't Aaron and the rest of the Arkwright Solutions. Thank you all again for your support back in Longport. Laifu Fondian, right? I never expected to see you in the capital. Yeah, what are the odds? So, why exactly are you in the capital? To test my skills, of course. I want to see how far my Kowloon Hotel training can take me. Whether it'll let me sink or swim with Capital's foodie scene. So I figured I could use the school festival as a little test. I'm sure you'll have people falling over you in no time, Maheen. I mean, I don't think there's anyone that can resist your cooking. Well, sounds like your sister's got faith in you at least. I'll probably see you grab a bite later if that's alright. See you then. Of course, you won't regret it.
What can I get for you?
Do you have anything that I want to buy?
Thanks
No.
a bunch.
Let me ask you something.
Is that really what happened? How terrible. I'd like to give you all a hand, but I'm not sure it'd be alright for someone from Longport to participate. Should be fine. I mean, I was the one who recommended you anyway. Yeah, sweet shouldn't be a problem for the former Teiji Kushi of Kowloon Hotel, right? Chat. They keep throwing Chinese words at me. I don't know how to pronounce them. That's for sure. My sister's gotta sweep up the competition. Oh, you. Well, if you really think I can be of help, I'll gladly do my part. Thanks. See you at the contest then.
Spring already?
Mommy, Dad.
Gotta go. We're like literally right at the entrance. There's not much of a point in fast
Enjoy the
traveling at
festival.
3 feet. Do I remember which room Lila's in? I think she's upstairs.
Welcome
Attention,
to our
we have a lost child here at the festival.
There's a lost child.
Her name is Marie, and
Yums.
she's from the Levra district.
Okay, I guess
As the
coming.
guardian of Marie, please report to the festival office on the 3rd floor of the main building.
It's not
Thank
Yums.
you.
It's Marie. Okay.
Coffee fix?
Okay, now I wanna go up to the 3rd floor and see if they're actually here.
Volunteers from the sports clubs have set up some food stalls in the courtyard, as well as a one-on-one basketball game.
Nadia, you can just stay here.
To any daring challengers out there, we've got prizes that are
There,
up for
there.
grabs.
It's gonna be all right.
Why not give it a
I
try?
made the announcement, so your mom will be here real soon, okay? Yeah. And until she gets there, we're gonna play with you. Look, it's Marquis Bear. My name is Marquis Bear, Mark II. Some days I get awfully lonely. So lonely, in fact, I could very well die any day. Oh no, Mr. Bell's gonna die? However, I might be saved if someone would just play with me. Okay, I'll play with you, Mr. Bear. At least until my mommy gets here. Oh, thank you, little one. That's so sweet. Nadia is being the good older sister type.
Volunteers from the sports clubs have set up some food stalls
Okay,
in the courtyard.
right, we're supposed to be
as well
looking
as a
for Lila,
one-on-one
chat.
basketball game.
Why did you let me get distracted?
right up.
To any daring challengers out there, we've got prizes that are up for grabs. Why not give it a try?
Got a
Hey,
question
Lila.
for you.
You don't have enough participants for your contest? Well, I'd be more than happy to help you all. That was easy. Kind of figured it'd take a little more convincing. Of course, she had a good influence on her with Ace. True. Back when she was a small child. As the proprietor of the Liberal Boutique, I simply have no reason to refuse. After all, it would make for a wonderful opportunity to introduce others to the flavors of Liberal. I'm sure my experiences as a maid will do much to aid me as well. With your permission, I would be honored to take the chance to show everyone my skills. Thank you. I look forward to tasting the flavors of Liberal. Great. We'll see you there then. See you later then.
You need your coffee fix? Look no further. Attention! We
Welcome
have
to
a
the
lost
Our
child
Miss
here at the
Academy
festival.
It's weird seeing her with her eyes open. A little bit, yeah.
Let's be on our way.
Who did we say we were finding in the Black Light District? I don't remember. I will hear in a minute, I'm sure, but... Dunay! That's right. Oh, hey, look at all these shops with new things for me.
Now, what might you be after, hmm?
All the more reason for me to come down here.
I'll be seeing you.
Let me guess, new weapons?
Ho-ho.
Oh,
Got great
a new
lineup
gift
at
for
great
Aaron?
prices. Come again soon. Ho-ho. Come again soon.
I don't need to buy droplets.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. Please stop by again. Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Ideal watch for Shizna. Might as well try to equip everybody. I can already tell that those are probably going to be my better weapons. I just realized that his weapon is Moby Dick, chat. And I'm out of U material pluses. It's actually kind of a surprise to me, chat.
Please stop by again.
Hold on. Can I trade with you?
Welcome. Please stop by
No.
again.
Where's the trader?
Ho-ho. Got a great lineup at great prices.
You must have something new that I can trade, and that's why. True Macho Belt. CP 30 every turn. Requires a Macho Belt and a U material. 6 U material pluses. I can get more Prime Beast Essence. I need more Prime Beast Essences, chat. Is it just coincidence that I have 90 or that I had 99 beast flesh there?
Ho-ho. Come again soon.
I wonder.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. Please stop by again. Welcome. Thank you for coming.
What else can I? Oh.
Please stop
Nah.
by again.
What can I get for you?
Hot pots.
Thanks for shopping.
New recipe, chat. I've come up with a new recipe. You okay there, Lindsay? Eve! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Did something happen? There's this guy who's been making a lot of noises in the area lately. All he ever did was yell, "I'm the best!" So I figured I would give him a little test. You? So, you're the one who stabbed him. No way! Well, this sounds like quite the pickle. I swear I didn't mean anything by it. I mean, yeah, maybe I do stab people I'm infatuated with on occasion, but the guy's not even my type. But you still stabbed him, right? So instead of being a crime of passion, it's just a simple case of assault. You didn't kill the guy, did you? I don't think so. Is it really okay to let her roam free like this? Wasn't she down here because she was trying to escape somebody because she was, had stabbed him? That man is incredibly well trained. I doubt he could be killed so easily. Man, what should I do? Well, you're gonna need to help the guy get patched up first. Then you apologize. Come on, get moving. He could bleed out any second. Right. Please excuse me. Lindsay took some bandages from the shelf and rushed off. Wait! Hold on! She's got me a little worried, honestly. Maybe we should go check on them. Yeah, I want to see how this plays out. Wait, hold on. You were a shop! I wanted to buy something from you.
What would you like?
Bearstein the Third.
Please stop by again sometime.
Thank you. Phew. His wound should be alright for the moment. I also apologize to him. Hopefully he'll forgive me. I wouldn't get your hopes up. Yeah, people aren't exactly in the habit of forgiving the people who stabbed them. I wonder though. I mean, it's not like Blacklight goes by normal rules. Yes. In the end, I would assume Blacklight's highest authority would have to come to a decision on the matter. It's likely that incidents like this are commonplace in Blacklight. However, there may still be a penalty. I knew it. I was doing so good, too. I mean, the statute of limitations for my last incident were set to expire soon. Stupid, stupid, stupid! Well, guess it's still a little too early for you to return to the surface, huh? I mean, if he doesn't press charges... who knows? Is there still anything that I can buy new here? No. Stairs.
Come on over and say hello.
Yeah. Can in fact take this path. Oh god, Sao, Gaolong, and Gian are here. We'll just have a chat with Dune.
Got a question for you.
What's up, Dune? What? Are you freaking kidding me? That Heat of Sweets contest is a battlefield that every patisserie worth of salt tries to work its way into. There's no way someone like me should be taking part. My technique's just not up to it. He's taking this more seriously than I expected. Look, I understand how you feel. But you've been doing pretty well, don't you think? Gâteau de Dune was even showcased in a magazine recently. I mean, sure, but... Listen, if we don't find enough participants, the event's gonna suffer a huge setback. Just think of it as a lucky break, yeah? And couldn't this be your chance to scope out the competition? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Well, I suppose you're right. Alright, you got me. I'll just have to throw my best at him. Should also be able to brush on my skills in the meantime. Sounds good. See you at the competition then. Yes, we shall.
Let's be on our way.
I guess the only place we can go to in Tryon Tower is the movies. That's probably the same thing over in the Tyrell district. I think I've already seen every movie available, so... I don't think... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, we've got all 9. Can still talk to him. 3 movies if I wanted to.
Right up.
Actually,
The showing on screen too?
before I do... Remember to save? That is an excellent idea, Mr. Night Wolf. Right, I was going to look at who all I needed to increase bonds with. Fairy is very close. Judith is also extremely close. Those are the only two that can be maxed out, or not maxed out, but increase in a singular movie. Sadly, I can't take Marielle or Gita or Nina or Yume to the movie theater.
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Step right.
We're gonna take Judith
Story of
and
blood-stained earth,
Fairy.
And of how a young band of soldiers met.
Wait, shit, I didn't mean to skip all. Whoops. I only meant to skip the movie itself, not the follow-up to the movie. Oh well. What about Tyrell District? Also only the movie theater. Cool.
Well then, shall we?
Imagine being like, I want to watch the horror movie, and I'm going to take Yume. And then she just cries the whole time because you took a 6-year-old to a horror movie. Chat, don't do that.
Welcome. Thank you for your visit today. The showing on screen 2 will soon begin.
Very sure,
If you have a ticket,
and
please proceed to the entrance.
much as I'd love to invite Elaine, pretty sure I've already taken Elaine to see this movie anyways. Okay, we clicked on the right one this time. No one has the right to prey on vulnerable people like that. It's the duty of the strong to protect the weak, not oppress them. And it's up to the weak to set their sights on getting stronger. Unfortunately, there are always people in this world who don't or won't understand that. So the onus falls on people like us to compromise with, or, if it comes down to it, fight those kinds of people. Huh. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not exactly an expert on law, so I doubt I can help people the way Robin does. But what I can do is find my own way of fighting back against injustice. The way Judith delivered those lines was totes awesome. I hope I look that stylish and cool in a suit when I grow up. You? In a suit? Oh man, now that's a weird image. Wow, rude. Then again, I bet you Mira to Milkshake's S would say the same thing. This is a serious problem. If you need help on that front, why not consult Judith and Rosette? They've got some flashy outfits, so maybe they could give you some pointers. Hey, that's not a bad idea. You must be used to giving young ladies advice like this, huh? I mean, maybe. Having finished their break, Van's crew resumed to work. And even though there's not really a point in watching a third movie, we're going to do it anyways, because why the hell not?
The showing on screen 1 will soon begin.
Excuse me.
Please silence your phones and enjoy the film.
Sure, we'll take... You know what? We'll take Ren and Anya's to this one. What do they have to say about this movie? It truly is a precious thing, isn't it? Falling in love, I mean. The way Sherry was able to get her feelings across and how Helena finally learned to be honest with herself. Yeah, but hiding your feelings in a diary on a library shelf kind of feels like a sloppy way to go about it. Actually, I can take it back. I take that back. I can already hear Aaron calling me an out-of-touch old fart in my head. He would say that, yes. In my opinion, not being able to see who you're writing to makes you want to know more about them. And I'm sure everyone gets nervous telling someone their true feelings, no matter how old they are. What was that? I was just amazed at how Sherry just told Helena exactly how she felt. No hesitation. I wish I could be like her. A line that stuck out to me was, "You're denying my feelings just so I won't get hurt." On the one hand, Helena did have Sherry's interest at heart, and on the other, and in reality, Helena was denying her own feelings to shield herself from potential heartache. Sherry took it as Helena being kind. She could see right through her. Kindness can express itself in cruel ways, but at least in their case, it all ended okay. There's a fine line between love and compassion, but they're entirely different concepts. I can see how one might confuse the two. Pretty deep analysis for a high schooler. I wouldn't be a high school student for much longer, you know. I won't be a high school student for much longer, you know. Van resumed their work. Alrighty. I guess we can go over to Montmartre to try and talk to Victor. Actually, is there any... There is a scene here.
Quit dawdling and buy something.
First of all, yes, I will. Completely filled the book section of the notebook. Heck yeah.
Out of trouble now.
Oh, it's you lot. Figured you would have left by now. The Artemis Academy's festival's the events of the season, you know. So make sure you take the time to enjoy yourselves. Come to think of it, that Artemis Gainsborough guy sure was a bit of an oddball, don't you think? But they say he understood Sheena like no other. He believed that educating the youth was of vital importance to the success of the democratic revolution. Thought that right to the end, too. Alright. Can I go now? Learn to listen to your elders, you snot-nosed brat. Whatever. Anyways, you guys seen any movies lately? All of them. What? Where did that come from? Back in my younger days, I was at the theater practically every night. But it's been a while since I last went. Would you like us to recommend a movie for you? Yeah, right. Like I'd be interested in what you Rugrats call a good movie. What I want are the brochures. A lot of them. If you got any, hand them over, would you? Maybe I'll even give you something for the effort. Brochures, huh? Okay, sure. I guess we can give you some. Yeah. And if it gets you going to the movies, I'd be more than happy to. Oh, I'm not gonna force you to hand them over or nothing. Just keep it in mind, alright? What about, these brochures? Got any brochures on you? Yeah. Here, is this enough? Handed 9 film brochures. Looks like a pretty good selection to me. Now, what do I want to see? I can always decide later. Anyway, thank you for your hard work. Why don't you take this as compensation? Onyx steel! Wait, I've seen this before. Some sort of crystal, right? Onyx steel. It's used to make all kinds of powerful weapons. Mr. Giscard taught me how to process it, actually. If you want, I should be able to turn it into something useful. Huh, nice. Thanks a lot, kid. It's nothing more than some scrap I found in the street. Honestly, I'm just grateful you took it off my hands. Really now. It can now be crafted at various factories. Hold on, has this chest been here this entire game?
The flowers are so beautiful. I love this season.
Found another entrance to the garden. Can I go through here? How do I get in there? Gotta make sure to stop by here before I forget.
Heading in?
She's only charging me 200. Your daughter charges 500. What the hell?
I feel fully refreshed
You
after
look
that.
nice and refreshed.
Spend. Took a dip in the sauna and Edith during Acts 1, 2, 3, and finale. All papers collected. Sauna visited finale.
He's such a stick in the mud.
No. There's another shop over here. Yes, I did get an onyx steel.
Would you care for some flowers?
Let's get out there and kick some butt.
Whose ultimate weapon am I going
I see
for?
you're working hard as always.
That is a
Working is always
fantastic
free, you
question.
know. Come see us again sometime.
Is that not the last one? Oh. The cloves seem to be in full bloom today, huh? It's starting to look an awful lot like spring around here. By the way, did I ever tell you about the time I single-handedly planted all the clove trees in the capital? Oh, to be young again. If only I could plant 3,000 more. I thought maybe I had overdone it a little, but before I knew it, they were already one of the most famous sights in Edith. I can never quite tell if she's actually lying or not. I guess this is her idea of fun? Oh, that reminds me. I feel like I remember a key falling out of my pockets back then. Probably got buried in the roots somewhere. What was it for again? Terrace entrance. Ah, well, doubt anyone will ever find it anyway. Whoa, I wonder if that part's true. Who knows? Maybe we might pick it up along the way. Maybe. Aha! Looks like the cats have mellowed out a little. Oh, you're right. I wonder what happened to them, though. We should leave them be for now. I'm sure they need their rest. Yeah, if you'll excuse us, fair kitties. I need to talk to this kitten specifically. That one seems to be carrying something. Is that? Obtained a rusty key. Perhaps this is the key that old woman mentioned. Why don't we see if it works? Like, say, at this door? Man inserted the key into the old keyhole. Friday's stream will be all side quests and more NPCs talk? Yes! Yes, it will. Oh, it opened! The heck? It was that easy? I guess we just got lucky. I suppose this means the old lady really was telling the truth. Hey, Crimson, remember when you said you thought I might be beating this game tonight? Oh, that was such a laugh. Guess so.
Well, well, what a nice little chest.
Apparently, Chris remembers it. Security lock level 3, chat.
Leave it to me.
You don't remember saying that on Discord yesterday? You're like, hey, you'll probably beat it tomorrow, maybe Friday. Oh, that caught up to me sooner than I expected. Ain't no way I'm gonna be able to unlock that from that angle.
Conducting search.
Oh,
I'll be more
fuck.
careful this time. This is kid stuff. I bypassed the security.
Oh god.
Confirming surroundings.
Gonna have to desync you guys with this trap. Nope.
This is kid stuff. I bypassed the security.
You know, knowing that DJ doesn't love puzzles, I can definitely understand why why she doesn't really care for Zelda game, or why she doesn't care for this minigame. Hi, Shaw. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Get out of here before you get spoiled on stuff. Customizable arts driver with no shortage of free slots. And 2 bonus SP. End of May is definitely probably doable. I don't want to say it's definitely going to happen because for all I know, the final dungeon is like 4 streams worth of stream on its own. But I think it's possible. I should probably go do the last little bit of this side quest that I already have unlocked.
Monmar is so relaxing.
Hey, Dominique, what are you doing here? Crammy, what are you doing here? That's what I was just asking. It's been a while since I've had Victor's food, so I figured why not drop by. You're in ads at the moment. Let me get you that bank. What do you mean, get you that bank? Is this where you're always staying now, Judith? Getting to eat such delicacies every day? Sounds like someone's a bit uppity. I'm lagging? Am I really laggy? I guess I can't really tell on my own stream. It doesn't seem laggy on my end, going over to Twitch, but you think it fixed itself? Maybe. No, well, that's not. Victor. Any thoughts on what we talked about last time? I'm flattered you think so highly of me, but it's okay now? Good. Oh, what are you two scheming about? Stop sticking your nose into everything. You see, I've got an acquaintance that's the owner of a high-class restaurant. He wanted me to ask Victor if he'd be willing to come work for him. So I did. That sounds like the opportunity of a lifetime. Wouldn't you be making bank? I can't just leave Montmartre. And I have to think of Paulette and Yume as well. You got 1 more minute before I have to cry for missing you? I always miss you, Shaw. Even before I met you, I was like, damn it, where's Shaw? I need him to be here. It would be quite sad if this place disappeared. Yeah, where else would I get my food? Well, here's my suggestion, Victor. Instead of working there full time, you go as a consultant once a month. And in addition, I'm sure you can even have some of their chefs come over and help you out at Montmartre. How's that sound? I think I could do that. Great. Good talking business with you. Should be showing off your cooking to the whole world. Can't keep it locked up in Montmartre forever, you know. Wow, I can't believe she got him to agree. I suppose this be expected of someone with such skill. Okay, Shaw, thank you. Thank you for sticking through the ads just for me. Don't get spoiled. Don't let yourself get spoiled.
What's on the menu?
Unfortunately, none of this is the stuff that I still need to cook upstairs.
Seen ya. What's on the
which
menu?
is very unfortunate for me,
seen ya.
specifically.
Got a question for you.
So that's what happened, huh? Sounds like some real bad luck. But you know, that contest of theirs is only for the best of the best in the business, right? To think you believe my skills are up to par. Well, as much as I appreciate the thought, I really don't think it's the sort of place the owner of a simple bistro belongs. Listen, I get what you're trying to say, but with the way things are now, the contest isn't even gonna happen this year. There's just not enough participants. What if I put it like this? Those girls of yours found out that you got to take place in such a prestigious competition, standing among the very best in the industry. Don't you think they'd be proud? Maybe it's my own personal bias speaking. Also, I see Jin and Kilika right behind me, and I'm like, wait, how did I miss you a second ago? But I'm a really big fan of all the food you make. I think you'd be a great addition to the contest. Yeah, me too. Sheesh. You sure are making it hard to refuse. Taking on such a big job so suddenly would really put me in a bind, though. But I know Yumi's been looking forward to this festival for a while now. I guess I don't mind doing it for her. Alright, you can count me in. Something tells me he's way more excited than he looks. Great, we'll see you at the contest then. Looks like we've rounded up all the participants. Let's go back and report to Andalusia. I can pronounce that word now, chat.
Let's get out there and take some fun.
Let's go around, collect all of the things.
What would you like? Will you stop by again
Yeah,
sometime?
Not had anything new since like the start of last game. We're gonna finish up this quest before we call it for the night. Pressing L2 during the command section, the turn order will be displayed over the AT icons. You know, that would have been nice to realize. I don't think I ever pushed that button though.
Andalusia Patisserie.
Hey, we're back. And we managed to get all 4 participants. Really? It would appear they've just arrived in time for their instructions. Introductions. Yeah, came like you told me to. I must say, this is quite the lineup. Excellent. First off, I'd like to thank you all for joining us on such a sudden request. Aren't you the owner of Montmartre? And you're the one from that restaurant over in Longport. Oh, and you're that patissier Mr. Holland's been raving about. To think you even convinced the proprietor of the Burl Boutique to join as well. I have no doubt this will be a competition for the ages. I know we're only filling in for the big leagues. But I'll make sure to give it my all. Yes, I shall do my utmost to succeed. It's going to be one hell of a contest, that's for sure. I heartily agree. Well, since we're running out of time, why don't we get started on preparations? I'll be distributing the materials to each of you. Oh, and before I forget, Arkwright Solutions, once again, I thank you for all your help. The event will begin shortly, so please see your way to the designated location. Roger that. Sits down at table. Eats food. Being a food contest judge sounds like great. Because all you really need to do is eat food and describe how it tastes. And then grade them. Damn, I couldn't do that part. I'd just be like, they all taste good. You all win. Following a quick debriefing session and a short rehearsal, preparations were made to begin the event. Once everyone was ready, the curtains were finally raised on Aramis Sweets contest. My apologies for keeping you all waiting. Welcome once more to the Battle of the Patissiers, the Edith Sweets contest. This time, however, we plan to present you to a new version of our competition, the Aramis Sweets contest. Oh, you made it. Yeah, just barely. I heard that Grandpa's gonna be making some sweets. I'm super excited to taste them. Thanks for giving me the heads up about the contest starting, Anyas. I'm ready to report. And, sorry you had to remind me to do my job. Got a little distracted by all the booths. That's alright. I'm just glad you made it in time. And now, without further ado, allow me to introduce the first round of our contest. Our beginning theme will be a sweet fit for students. Those judging our contest this time will be a few Aramis students, as well as some recent alumni. As both the former Student Council President and representative of the graduates, I will do all that I can to act as a strict and impartial judge. Well, I'm just glad to be here. But don't worry, I take the quality of my sweets super seriously. I'll make sure to judge them well. I look forward to seeing what everyone decides to make. Honestly, I don't really know much about sweets, though. Not sure why I was chosen for all this. Why don't you just quit then? That way I can give everyone perfect scores. I'm sure that'll give my transcript a boost. What the heck are you mumbling about? Odette certainly seems excited. Aw, man, I wanted to be a judge too. Yeah, I wish they would have asked me. No kidding. Just the smell's making me hungry. The 2 contestants with the highest scores in the first round will earn the right to participate in the finals. And with that, let us proceed to introducing the contestants and their desserts. First, coming all the way from Liberal to share us with its flavors, we have Lila. Hello everyone, it's wonderful to meet you. The dish I've prepared today is my flowery gelato. He uses the essence of one of Liberal's edible flowers to create a fragrance and sweet treat. Please enjoy. Made from Liberal, huh? Never expected someone like that to be participating. Yeah, it's the foreigners participating, Victor. You got a problem with that? The judge gorged themselves on gelato. This is delicious, and the floral scent is simply remarkable. One moment. Sorry, my ear's itching underneath my headphones. Oh, you're right, and the texture's great too. That's not to mention how light the aftertaste is. The aroma isn't overpowering either. Yeah, I guess it's alright. The ingredients seem to balance each other out pretty well. Honestly, you could probably serve this at some high-class restaurant. She sounds so confident. Has she been a judge before? Ahem. Although the flower is indeed rather elegant, it's likely to prove displeasing to those who find the scent of flowers unappealing. Well, there you have it. Let's continue with our next contestant. Your shop spent its fair share of time in the spotlight recently. Please welcome the owner of Gâteau de Dunay. I'm really not used to this kind of attention, man. But anyway, let me introduce what I cooked up for y'all. Here's my orange peel cannelle. It's a recipe I'm pretty proud of. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into these things, so you brats better enjoy them. The judges chowed down on the cannelle. Oh my. The outside itself is so crispy, but the inside is light and airy. And the bits of orange peel add so much flavor. The elasticity of the dough is simply perfect. I feel like I could eat thousands of them. This cannelle's got kind of a strange shape, honestly. But I guess it's alright. Should probably be a little sweeter, though. The fact that it's not is one of its strong points. Alright, let's move on to our next contestant. I'm sure all you gourmets out there know just who this bistro legend is. He's Victor, owner of Montmartre Bistro in Old Town. Nice, looks like it's Victor's turn. Good luck, Grandpa! Is that my Yumi I hear? This one's for you, Princess. Anyway, here's my caramel pudding. It looks simple. I'll have you know I made this with only our most quality of ingredients. Hope to your liking. Judge pigged out on the caramel pudding. The caramel flavor is so gentle, it's amazing. And the pudding's so soft, too. If we had this at our cafeteria, I'd eat it every day. Never had caramel pudding this rich before. It's sweet, but somehow still fresh and unique. I've been to Montmartre a bunch. The pudding's my favorite thing on their menu. Can't argue with that. I try to get some every time I stop by. It's a pretty classic dessert. Now then, let us continue. Our fourth and final contestant is all the rage in Longport. She's the owner of Lai Fu Fondian, the one and only Mei Hin. It's a pleasure. I'm hoping to share a special treat with you all today. It's my Emerald Manto. Both the dough and the sauce are made from an original blend of black tea. However, the inside may still be a bit hot. Be careful when taking a bite. my stomach is growling. You got this, Maheen. Judges munched on a bit of Montal. Never tasted anything like this. So this is a delicacy from the East. It's so warm and tasty. The flavor's really addictive, too. Black tea and dough, huh? It's a pretty interesting combination. I'm sure you've had years of experience to make something this good. Its taste is a little unusual, but it's far from bad. I'm sure this could be pretty popular outside the East, too. That's what I was gonna say. It's not only delicious, it's also unique. I think they'd sell really well if you opened a store here in the capital. Possibly. Looks like the evaluations have all been tallied. We will now proceed to announce the results of the first round. 2 contestants that will advance to the finals are, I'm rooting for Victor. And a little bit for Lila. Victor and Maheen. Damn, not Lila, but Victor. Let's go, Victor. Great job, Grandpa. Huh? Thank you very much. Damn, knew it was a shot in the dark, but I still got my hopes up. Guess I really do have to work on my technique. Well, I suppose allowing everyone to have a little taste of the burl was enough for me. So those are the results, huh? They really put their backs into making all that. They sure did. Still, having to stand by while they ate it all was torture. Damn, should have asked to make me one of the judges. Well, it certainly looks like you all are enjoying yourselves. Yeah, but I wish I could get a few tastes of those treats. I figured that's what you'd say. And that's why I thought of another way to offer my thanks for your help. No way. You can't mean. Do we get to eat it? And now we've come to our final round. Join me in welcoming Mr. Holland, the beloved owner of Andalusia, and last year's contestant winner. He'll be participating with our other contestants. And last but not least, allow me to introduce you to our new judges. That's an interesting lineup. What a wide-ranging selection. Our first judge, he helps from the shadows, making me lured out with a sweet treat or two. Van Arkride! Damn, I guess I'm getting my own Holland. I'm gonna end up owing Holland big time for this, aren't I? No, Van, this is your reward as thanks. You got this, Van! I don't think I've ever seen him so happy. I'm sure he'll want a picture of this. Next on our roster, she's short, cute, and the very definition of calming influence. Miss Toa! Is that really what people think of me? I hope she manages to enjoy herself for once. She's always working so hard. Our third judge is a very special guest from the world of Orbital film. This is the celebrated director you all know and love, Director Gotti! And also in attendance is the woman who received the Best Actress Award at Tharbad's last film festival, Nina Fenley. You picked an interesting group to judge this. This will be a hell of a contest, no doubt. Yes, I agree. And personally, I'm really looking forward to seeing what everyone makes. Didn't expect to see those two here. How come they get to judge and I don't? And finally, we've managed to produce a last-minute addition all the way from the Basel Institute of Science. Essie? He is the mastermind behind such inventions as the T-phone and a fair number of other contributions to society as well. Professor Conkite! Using contests to determine superiority in the culinary arts seems a bit strange, in my opinion. Taste differs from individual to individual. Young's as critical as ever, I see. Now, let's proceed to the main event. The theme for this final round is classic confections. Let's see what our contestants have cooked up. First up is our former champion and the proprietor of the Andalusia, Mr. Holland. Seems I have the honor of going first today. Since the theme is classic confections, I prepared a tried and true creation of mine, possibly my most masterful to date. Behold the Pistachio Spring Soiree. He must be planning on adding it to their menu. Well, it wouldn't be the first time. Mr. Holland's always coming up with new desserts. The judges partook in the cake, savoring its elegant flavors. This one scene alone is hurting my voice. Wow. This pistachio's got a real full-bodied taste. The acidity of the berries mixed with the sweetness of the chocolate. Yeah, this is a pretty solid combo. Honestly, it sort of reminds me of the time I spent here at Artemis. Bittersweet memories of spring. Well, I think Mr. Arkwright said everything that needs saying. I suppose if I were to add anything myself, I'd say it's really rich, yet light on the tongue. I certainly wouldn't mind having seconds. This cake is crazy delicious. Someone remind me to call this guy for catering later. Both the taste and the texture are of great quality, too. I can tell a lot of passion went into making this. All the flavors have achieved a sensible harmony. I believe it would pair rather nicely with coffee. Probably, yeah. Next up, we have Victor of Montmartre. Oh, that's... I'll admit, it's a bit tough following such a celebrated profession. Anyway, I've prepared my homemade tart tatin for all of you. Both my daughter and granddaughter grew up eating this. It's a pretty popular dessert in our household. Hey, we've had that before. Yeah, I remember it being really good. Judges tried a few bites of the tart, reveling in the taste. Phew, I don't even know where to start. Isn't this cheating, Victor? You already had my taste buds in a chokehold. The caramelized apples are simply delectable. The pastry itself is crispy, but slightly moist as well. I can tell plenty of attention was paid to perfecting every detail. Ugh. Single bite reminds you of a warm and welcoming family. Yes, it most definitely does. However, it still manages to taste like a luxurious dessert. Delicious doesn't even begin to describe it. I suppose it's not terrible. You can tell the chef took great care in selecting its ingredients. I'm sure Esmeralda and Kasha would find the taste compelling. And finally, we have our final contestant, Lai Fu Fondien's Mayheen. I thought long and hard about what classic confection meant to me, and I came up with this. It's a special pudding made so that it doesn't stick to the plate, your chopsticks, or even your teeth. I call it Snowfall Sanbuzan. One moment. Somehow, Saribot missed one. It's okay.
Oh dear, from behind?
Twilight Autumn! Hello, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How has stream been going? How was your night? I see you're playing Mario and Luigi Brothership. Didn't you play that just last year, Autumn? Silly Autumn. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Jinope. It's nice to meet all of you. I am a mostly RPG streamer, I guess, here on Twitch. Lately, I've been going through the Trails series. In particular, I'm on Trails through Daybreak 2. It is a very late game in the series. Fortunately, we are doing side quests right now, so no need to worry about spoilers, at least not too heavily. You're revisiting your previous Game of the Year games. Okay. Understood. To anybody who isn't aware, it was Autumn's birthday recently, so everybody needs to wish Twilight Autumn a happy birthday. It's like a few days late, but everybody needs to wish her a happy birthday. Okay? And go. Do it right now. She is, in fact, the old. Right now, we are doing a side quest involving a contest for sweets. And sadly, I cannot eat any of them. It's a special pudding made so that it doesn't stick to the plate, your chopsticks, or even your teeth. I call it Snowfall Sunbuzan. Oh, as I was saying, you don't need to worry about spoilers because of the side quest, but if anybody needs to raid and run for other reasons, I know it's late, you gotta use the bathroom, you gotta go to bed, etc., etc. I do not mind. I forget who originated it, but IRL before URL is important. I appreciate all of you all the same. Thank you again, Autumn. Thank you very much. I developed it while I was still working at the Kowloon Hotel. I'm bad with segues back into games. I'm sorry. I've never seen this version before. I wonder how it tastes. Looks like a rice ball. The Kowloon, yes. I'm excited to see their reactions. That is the name of the hotel. The judges sampled some of the pudding, attempted to identify the new flavors. We have a restaurant in my area that is pretty nommy. Is it called Kowloon? The egg seems creamier than usual. Really melts in your mouth, too. This is way different from other Sanbuzan that I've had. It is, in fact, the Kowloon. Wonderful. Can you get Sanbuzan there? I've never seen this before, but it tastes great. I think the white egg yolk really earns a spotlight here. You can tell that the chef really excels in Eastern techniques. She must be a true master of her skill. It's a work of art. This really is a one-of-a-kind taste. So glad I was able to try such a delicacy. The mixture of ingredients has created a rather unique taste. Hi, Anaria. Duh. Anaria. I don't know that I've ever actually seen you in stuff. Or in, like, your name written out here. So I apologize for not realizing that it's you, Anaria. At least not at first. Hope you're having fun. The Nuzlocke is going well. Good. Good to hear. How about Autumn's Nuzlocke? Is your Nuzlocke going well, Autumn? Very unique place. They serve Chinese. That would make sense. Every time that they reference Eastern, I'm pretty sure it's meant to be Chinese in this game. But yeah, as you said though, Anaria, you're off to bed. I wish you the best. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Well, for those were all the sweets we've prepared for today. Judges, if you would please write down the dish you feel was the best out of all three. They all look so delicious. Yeah, and Van has such a way of describing them. I almost started drooling just from listening to him. You're right. He really seemed passionate about all of them. He'd probably make a killing as a gourmet reporter. I'm so excited. What do you think Van's gonna choose? They're all pretty freaking good. It'll be hard to pick just one. Since this is a contest and all, I have to make a choice. And Lucia's Pistachio Spring Soiree, Victor's Homemade Tarte Tatine, and Meihing's Snowfall Zanbuzan. Which one should I vote for? I get to pick. I think we gotta pick Victor. Homemade Tarte Tatine. Alright, I've made my choice. Definitely wasn't expecting to actually have a choice there. Welcome back, Van. What are you doing over here? Aren't you still one of the judges? Yeah, but I've already turned in my vote. Should be fine to watch the announcement from here. Thank you for your participation, or for your patience, everyone. It's now time for the final results to be revealed. After a fierce battle, the crown goes to Montmartre's Homemade Tarte Tatine. Hey, that's the one I voted for. I guess you really do have great taste. Your confection makes me feel like I was in some heartwarming family drama. Yes. Your tart was very delicious. You could tell just how much love went into making it. Well, I'm quite pleased to hear that. By all means, feel free to stop by our bistro whenever you'd like. Congratulations. I suppose I'll have to work even harder to match up to you. I'm actually feeling a little inspired by all this. I'll be sure to improve my technique once I return to Lungport. And as for our grand prize, the winner will receive 1 year's supply of the highest quality fruit and eggs sourced all the way from Orid. To thank each of them for their hard work, the other 2 contestants received rewards as well. And with that, Aramis Sweets contest came to a close after finding roaring success. Although Van's group took a moment to talk with Yume and Victor. They all eventually split up to enjoy the rest of the festival. That was a really great contest. Yes, everyone seemed to be having a lot of fun. Well, we certainly couldn't have done it without your help. I have to say, I'm quite impressed that you managed to bring together so many talented chefs on such short notice. I'd like to thank you again for all the hard work you've done. I'll make sure to deposit the payment as promised. Sounds good to me. I'm surprised Van wasn't like, hey, getting to judge was payment enough. Well, I think I've had my fill of the school festival for now. Sorry to burst your bubble, but the festival is just getting started. We've still got plenty of other places to explore around here, so why don't we take a look? Alright, after you.
I hope I was of assistance.
Reward deposited.
When they say we've got plenty of festival to continue doing, chat. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought they were about to throw more activity points at me. I'm like, wait, really? What? But no. Alrighty, chat. No, not the rooftop. Actually,
Let's roll, gang.
let me do a quick double check, see if I am able to cook the last of all the meals that I have. Just might as well. Prepare food. I need regular beast essences in addition to prime beast essences. Lovely. Hey, I can make this one without too much hassle. Make 2 of them.
I can try. All right, it's done.
Perfect. Cooking, I need so many beast essences, chat.
I'll give it a try. I hope you like it.
3200 HP, 70 CP. I need so many beast essences. I might spend, like, however much time I can between streams just trying to grind up beast essences. Okay, Crimson. That's your cue. I know you had a place that you wanted me to go visit. Where were you wanting me to go to, Crimson? You said you had the perfect streamer in mind. Do I gotta go DM him? Alternatively, if he doesn't respond within the Lady Hawk. I was about to say, hold on. Is it not gonna do a sound redeem? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Before I officially go and raid them, I will at least give a small viewing. Oh, I've heard of this game. Despite the name, it's not actually a Tales game, chat. Tales of Seikyu? That's what this game is called? This isn't the game that I thought it was. We can still go Raider. That's fine. That's fine. As always, We can use these 2 messages to go and show Miss Hawk some love. I appreciate the suggestion, Crimson. I will see you all later. As noted in my schedule, I will be taking tomorrow night off, but I will be back on Friday with the... It might be the final side quest of the game, if I had to guess. And then proceeding with the plot. And who knows? Who knows from there? Anywho, bye, chat!